Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Circle of the Seven Dice. We are back playing Marvel superheroes with a little homebrew action with some DC and some indie comics, and I will hand it on over to Jeff Bracey, who is our judge for this game.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Here we go once again into the
Oh,
breach,
and
my
Happy
dear
New
friends.
Year.
Oh, yes, indeed. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes.
This is how we choose to celebrate. Anyway, last session, our heroes were faced with their first major challenge, having to deal with the gang of villains known as the Pacific Overlords, led by the strange the strange megalomaniac Dr. Demonicus. They attacked the Museum of Asian Arts, purposes unknown. There seemed to be a political slant to it. But was there? Or was this all some sort of cover up? Because in the midst of seeming to directly target Grace for her colonialism and imperialism, at least as voiced by Pele, the other members did not seem to share her particular fervor for this objective, and some of them seemed to be very intent on heading past the group towards the museum, while others kept busy by torturing people who were there in attendance at the outdoor presentation of Grace's latest adventure slash archaeological presentation, when she was talking about the jade statue of an ancient green dragon, which was found in a bronze box laden with dried herbs. Well, our heroes accorded themselves well, but not without difficulty, for these the Pacific Overlords were no joke. They ranged in various levels of power with various strange abilities, and our heroes got their first real taste. Well, maybe not Grace. She's been monster hunting for a while, it seems. But they got their first real taste of metahuman combat. And it was not everything they hoped for. But still, two members of the Pacific Overlords were indeed captured and held for the authorities to do something with.
Also,
and our heroes,
Pylon got his first ass whooping.
Pylon did indeed get his first ass whooping. But, to be fair, it was not your regular ass whooping.
No, it's not a new year till you get a good ass whooping. So
happy new ass whooping, Pylon.
Yeah, and you are welcome for my pulling your fat out of the fire on that one.
Yeah.
And speaking of pulling the fat out of the fire, the heroes went to the museum and found it aflame on the outside. Turns out nothing on the inside was burned, but it seemed to be yet another tactic of diversion to keep the heroes occupied, while the villains were able to make their escape, as they had to rush in and save a number of civilians from the apparent peril by flame. Later on, they discovered that a number of artifacts had been stolen from the museum, including the white dragon armor that had been on display and already had an attempt on its place in the museum once by members of the local gang called the Dragon Lords, a local Tong, as well as the jade statuette that Grace herself had just so recently brought from China, with the intent of studying it before returning it to Tibet once again.
By the way, I'm establishing right now that it is canon that the Dragon Lords look like the gang members from the airport scene in Big Trouble in Little China. It's complete with those sunglasses. So
I'm kind of down with that.
I can see it.
They do wear a symbol of a white dragon on them as well.
Cool.
On top of that, we got a little peek into the not so exciting part of the lives of our characters. Well, you can say not so exciting. Pylon went back to his temple. He has a moon festival to complete this evening, and he had a nice talk with the abbot of the temple there. Ilario had a nice time going to visit his tia. He'd promised to come by, have dinner. She worries about him ever since the death of his brother, in fact. And it seems like trouble still follows our young friend as members of his former gang, the Nortinos, show up to ask about basically the men who were sent to assassinate him and why are you alive and where are they? Well, They fucked around and they found out. And they left in a big hurry as Ilario demonstrated his strange new powers as an avatar of the Madonna of Death. And now
Nice.
we move on.
That was a weird.
No, back to our show.
That was a weird era in Madonna's whole discography, the Madonna of Death. You know, it was very strange.
Well, she got kind of excited by Antichrist Superstar and wanted to follow suit.
Yeah.
Well,
you know.
years of being the material girl caught up with her.
Especially these days.
Actually, a lot of goths really loved that Frozen video.
Anywho,
Cheers.
let's scoot back to Pylong for a moment, shall we?
All right.
It is now time for the festival. It is known as the Festival of the Moon, Pylong, but also the Mid-Autumn Festival. It is the second most important Chinese festival of the year, right behind the New Year.
Right.
On this day, the Chinese believe that the moon is at its brightest and fullest, coinciding with the harvest in the middle of autumn. And in fact, the Westerners call this a supermoon. As you gaze up into the sky that is shaded over with the curtain of night, the stars twinkling, and you can see the moon so full and so bright, almost like a spotlight gleaming down right on the temple of the Bailong. As you look around, you see that many of the members of the temple, the acolytes, and monks are preparing paper lanterns. And they have various symbols upon them. And you know that these symbolize the beacons that light people's path to prosperity and good fortune. They are being set up. They are like little hot balloons. The paper lantern is connected to like a little basket at the bottom. A candle is put in. It will heat the air inside of the paper balloon shape, and they will float up into the night, stars flying high to meet the stars in the sky above.
Okay.
Also being brought out are a bunch of rich pastries filled with sweet bean, egg yolk, meat, and lotus seed paste. These are known as moon cakes. And as you
Mark
were,
Spector suing for any reason?
is there what?
I said, and is Mark Spector suing for any reason about the mooncakes?
Hey, you know, he's got his own branding, but the moon was here before him.
Okay, okay.
Khonshu doesn't have just the exclusive rights to the moon.
Hence the word con in Khonshu.
Oh,
Well said. Well said.
If I could give a point of inspiration, I would. You know what? Just
you can
for
give
fun,
points of,
Steve, 5 points
yeah.
of karma.
There you go.
Thank you.
I like that. That was good. Padlong,
Yes.
as you are affixing your own lantern, do you have anything special you would like to paint upon it in the form of calligraphy? Anything of significance or meaning, a message that you would like to send up to the celestial court?
I paint the image of the tattoo I had, that or the birthmark I was born with on my back of the dragon symbol. And I said
The mark of destiny.
Yes, in hopes that maybe this might light my path.
It is an appropriate thing to choose because since coming to this land, you have had some questions. You have mentally sought out your patron, and he has assured you that you were on the right path. The white path. Well, he is the white dragon, so. And this seems to be a reaffirmation of that, an easing of your soul. Did you light the candle? Watch as the lantern rises up with the others. As I said, falling stars in reverse, going off to the heavens. These bright orange lights flying off into the sky. you do feel a sense of ease, that inner peace that all the enlightened are always seeking. Things are not as you expected, but they do feel right. As you are looking up with your moon cake in your hand, I almost said moon pie. That would have been the wrong thing entirely. You get a sudden chill down your spine. Pile on, if you would. Make an intuition roll for me.
Intuition. Bam. We got 16.
You're looking up, you're staring at the moon, and for the briefest moment, nothing you can really settle on. But for a moment, something felt off as you were staring at the moon. But you just have no idea why. And in spite of your newfound resolve, you just can't shake that feeling of apprehension that just crawled down your spine.
This is not good. I guess I guess I'm going to try and sleep on it. I've talked to the abbot. I've talked to Bai Long. They've assured me I'm on the right path. I feel like maybe I should just be prepared that maybe something might be ahead that I should be watching for.
And plus, you got pretty banged up the last time too.
Right.
Got some healing to do.
Indeed. All right. Oh, damn, I totally forgot to do that over the holiday. All right, so we'll just do it like this. Anybody who took damage, you may recover your endurance rank of health.
Okay.
I already did that last time because I can regenerate.
Yeah, you kind of got that covered.
Yep. But I think everybody else needs it.
Yep. Puts me
All
at
right,
108.
and let's see. The sun rises, bringing a new day with its own risks and rewards. Let's see. The karma that I awarded you all last time had your refresh karma for the day in it, so you don't have to worry about doing that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Although I don't know if I put that on your sheets in game, but I did send it to
you. I think you might have because I'm at 450 now.
Okay,
and
good,
That was
good. I
not
took care
that
of
was
that.
that was not what I know. It wasn't that before.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I wasn't slack over the holiday. All right,
No,
excellent.
No, you weren't.
In the morning, let us shift over to our young artist, Rowan.
Yes.
Rowan, you have a meeting this morning with your agent, Debbie Andrews.
So I will get up and go to that interview.
All right. Does Ryan have her own vehicle, or does she use public transit?
Public.
All right, so you call up a Lyft, you get a ride out to Debbie's agency. It's a very nice place, like a lot of buildings in San Francisco. Well, in California in general, there's a leaning towards a more of a modern aesthetic. Everything seems to be steel and glass, and also very shiny. You have to go to different parts to appreciate more quaint or older architecture, but this is not one of those. This place is quite modern in its aesthetic. You make your way into the office, and you are into the building. You're greeted by the receptionist at the front door. You know, she's got her own little desk there. Like, oh, Miss Rand, oh, you're right on time. Miss Andrews is expecting you.
I nod and go where she points.
Going to the office, a brief knock on the door elicits an enter. There you
Hi.
find Miss Debbie Reynolds. Oh, sorry, not Reynolds. That's an actress. Debbie Andrews, a brunette woman, middle-aged. Like a lot of Californians, she seems to keep quite fit. She has a tan, whether it's natural or from a
Not this
tanning bed.
Californian.
Not all Californians. There's always an outlier.
Yeah,
And like you don't count. You were born with your tan.
okay.
Some of us have to work for it. Some of us,
Yeah.
like me, just reflect light. Blame all that Scots and Swedish blood.
That's a super ability.
The only thing I can never turn is red,
Mm.
and it don't feel so good. She points to a chair in front of her desk. Ryan, baby, so good to see you again.
Pleasure to see you as well.
All right, just wanting to know how are things coming along? What's the process?
Well, the process is secret.
I wish you wouldn't do this to me. You know, I would love to bring some cameras in there and really show it off, but you know, it's kind of working in our favor. We're going to do this thing. I would, what I'd really like to do now. Stay with me on this. Saw the news last night. Saw you on the news, and I got this really wonderful idea. You know, for a long time, like mutants were getting a really bad rep, and people are starting to come around a little bit. And like we could so milk this. I mean, you know, it's already known that you've got the superpowers, right? So we've been talking. Had this great idea that when you're displaying your thing, how about a live showing? We could set things up. We could see you using these elemental powers of yours to actually sculpt live, and we could broadcast it. And oh, baby, you would just take off like nobody's business.
Well, now, you know, it's a private thing creating stuff. You're expressing the soul.
Look, honey. I know you're an artist and you have your artistiness and you know your artist, and I respect all that. I really do. I really, really do. But like, you've got something special. You've got a gimmick like all these others don't have. You know, they're squishing their hands in clay, they're slopping paint, or they're chiseling away. But like, you mold these creations with your power, and people are just salivating to see that.
Just meta knowledge. Even Eddie Van Halen turned around when he was doing his hammer.
And think of what it would mean for all the other mutants out there.
Well, that would be great if I was a mutant. But I'm not.
Okay, for some reason you're not coming through, Jen.
I said that would be great if I was a mutant.
Still not hearing you.
I can hear her.
It's you, Jeff.
I can hear it
We
just
can
fine.
hear her.
You're muted. Or your speakers or something.
I don't know what's up. She was just there, now she's not.
Mm.
Well, she's not talking right now.
I said, my love. That'd be great if I was a
Still
mutant.
not hearing you.
Check your ears.
Oh, is it me?
Yep.
It's you.
Yep.
Damn it. I gotta get better headphones. Every time these pull out just a little bit, I can't hear nothing. You guys are all probably, it's you, and I'm not hearing any of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
My superpower is the ability to go deaf at will.
Jeff, moral is
Oh
don't
man.
don't pull out. That's all I'm gonna say.
I never
Jeff?
do.
There are many times I would have prayed for the ability to go deaf at will. I'm just saying.
With apologies to
heard-
Jen, I'm sure a lot of husbands feel that way.
I've heard that like sometimes people like with hearing aids are like, yeah, I'm just tuning out.
Yep, yep.
That's what my dad would do.
All right, so
Yep.
for my benefit, Jennifer, please start again.
I look at that to be great if I was a mutant, but I'm not.
And you've gone over this with her before. You've told her you're not a mutant, and she just seems to be stuck on the idea that you're a mutant because otherwise she doesn't know how to brand you. Oh, right. Of course, that's something but I don't want to take away from. Well, frankly, I don't even know what you are other than you have superpowers. But mutant is such a word people know. But I get it. I get it. You don't want to do the stolen valor or whatever it is. We gotta figure you out at some point. We really need to brand this. We could capitalize on this.
Just call it a celestial gift.
Ooh, celestial gift. That sounds very spiritual. Spiritual's good. People like spiritual. There's a lot of people into spirituality. Yeah, that's an angle I can use. Totally. Well, but you are going to be so hot right now. You are going to blow up like nobody's business. I mean, especially the footage that's coming in. People, it's amazing. All that stuff went on, and still some people in those stands who were worried about getting slaughtered still managed to pull out some phones and record moving ground and drawing fire and blowing people away and stuff. That's hot, baby. That is so hot.
Me blowing people.
I'm sorry, what, sweetheart?
So let's not emphasize me blowing people.
Figure of speech. I mean, well, not figure of speech. You actually did that, but winding people. There's definitely an angle there. Really excited. The phone has been ringing off the hook all day yesterday, and it's killing Mike over here. Breaking news: hot redhead blows lots of people.
And the phone has been ringing off the hook. You wouldn't believe it.
This is going exactly how I intended without it being what I intended. All right, well, darling, we were scheduled for about 2 weeks out. We're scheduled for a month out. But is there any chance you can shorten your deadline? Do you think? Because it's really important to strike while the iron's hot, and before. You know how people are. They get distracted so easily around here, and they'll focus on something else. I mean, I don't want to pressure you or interrupt your artistic process and all that. Like I said, I respect that, but this is such an opportunity.
I have the pieces ready.
Oh, do you?
Except the final one. I'm still putting touches on it.
Okay. Is yesterday going to influence the final piece in any way? Or is it something we can say it did?
If you wish to say it, that would be perfectly fine with me.
All right, because I don't want to step on your thing. All right, yeah, I can use that. Oh, this is going to be amazing. You, honey, you are about to take off. You are about to go sky high.
I just smile at her.
I mean, really, we're talking celebrity status. We are going to go all the way, you and I.
I leave it in your hands.
All right. Well, excellent. Leave everything else up to me. So, if you, as soon as you can, if we can push this sooner, the sooner the better. So not to rush you, not to rush your process or anything, but like, if the muse happens to take you down the short path, we could get something going a lot faster.
I can put the finishing touches on it today.
Ooh, all right. That sounds amazing. I cannot wait to see the pieces.
And if you talk to the muse, please get Selma Hayek's autograph for me.
Good one. Hey, hey, hey. It's Fat Albert. You'd have to watch the movie to know about all that.
And I'll take a sigh and I'll look at her. And if you have a small exhibit that has clay, fire, and fire beside it, I may get in the mood to do a small exhibit. Small exhibit.
Oh, bless you, bless you. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, small exhibit, fantastic. Just a little demonstration. Even not even a completed piece. Just let people see. Give them an idea. Give them a taste, so they'll want more.
Precisely.
Right. Oh, thank you. Oh, who loves you? Who loves you? Debbie loves you, right?
So I'm told.
Do you guys like the Hollywood persona?
Yeah.
It is so vapid and shallow,
Lord.
and it's perfect.
It's perfect. There we go.
I'm still looking around trying to find all of the fit, tan Californians that I'm supposed to be living with. So.
You got to be in the right places.
I
I
evidently.
guess so.
They're all in Los Santos.
Well, you know how we all stay tan. All of California is actually just a giant beach.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nothing but stereotypes as far as the eye can see.
Mike steps right out of his home and is right there on the beach. So
I mean, like, we see him like this on the camera, but as soon as he exits that door, as soon as you hit public, there is a supernatural transformation that turns you into an Adonis.
oh, by the way, to real life real quick, man, I wish that I was still fit enough to surf because we were having all sorts of tropical storms off
Oh,
of the
boy.
coast. The
Yeah.
waves where I used to surf at San Onofre were 20 feet yesterday.
Wow.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Man,
Yeah.
I saw a terrifying clip the other day of a guy successfully surfing an 87-foot wave.
Oh,
Wow.
That's just madness.
Oh,
That
the
is
whole
just
time I was on the edge
madness
of my
and
seat.
suicide.
I thought, like, this is death. This is death. This is
Mm-hmm.
going to end in death. And, like, it's Point Break all over again. But he pulled it
Yeah.
off. It's like, woo! Excited to see it, but no, thank you.
I
They are that crazy.
the largest waves I've ever surfed are about 20 feet, and that was when I was a teenager. We had the same sort of storms off the coast. 87 feet, and no, I'm good. So
Weirdly, I want to create a surfing superhero now, but he's not silver.
okay,
Mhm.
sorry.
That's fine.
Back to the Marvel world.
Back to the Marvel world.
Mm.
All right. Let us shift over to Grace.
Okay.
Grace, what were you planning on doing today, if anything?
I was doing research on Dr. Mnemonicus and the monsters that he had. I remember that.
Okay, that is precisely
I know
what I was hoping for.
Okay, and yeah, beyond that, I'm not really sure. I know that there was that thing that I went to the last time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You went
so
to
I don't
the
know if there were anything
fundraiser.
else. Yeah, I don't know if there were any more fundraisers or any events that I had to do. I try to fit those in there if there are any.
Yeah, nothing else like that scheduled today. You're doing
Okay.
you're doing your research and using some of your. Please forgive me, I've forgotten the name of the society that you're dialed
Yeah,
into.
the Society of Revelation. Yeah,
Thank you, Society of Revelation.
yeah. I think I probably also gave them a note.
All right, and you did get a message that they would get on it. But what you can find immediately through some internet searching is that Dr. Demonicus is another one of these ridiculous costume world beaters. You do recall the video last night that he wears this garish purple and night blue costume, and he's got this skull face on his mask of like horns sticking off of his head. He appears to favor creating giant monstrosities of kaiju-like size and power, and that has been his modus operandi for a long time. But a few years back, he shifted gears to empowering humans and creating his own superhuman army. And he was developing his own nation state just outside of U.S. territorial waters. He had raised up an island that was called Demonica. And
Another wannabe Victor Von Doom. Lovely.
Precisely. And he had clashed a number of times with the West Coast Avengers before the island of Demonica sank beneath the waves like lost Atlantis. And this is the first anybody has heard of the Pacific Overlords since that time, 3 years hence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, he's definitely been doing something under the covers for some time, spending time preparing, no doubt. I'm curious about his process for how you would create a kaiju, but yeah.
Now, what you do know in your research is that one of his claims to fame is he is a biologist. That is his specialty, which puts him in league with people like Bruce Banner and or Dr. Otto Octavius in terms of radiation studies. He's not exactly the polygenius of someone like a Reed Richards or a Lex Luthor, or perhaps even a Tony Stark. But he's very focused on what he does. So when it comes to manipulating life forms, he might indeed be the very best in the business.
I'm kind of wondering, it is possible that he could have gotten all kinds of DNA from various monsters that have been around the world. I mean, monster bones are all over the place. There's places that specialize in this and have such monsters. The Savage Land, Monster Island would be worth investigating that. And
you also know underground in the kingdom of the Mole Man, there are also kaiju-sized creatures at his.
True, the deviants as well. Yeah, because there's a lot of deviant.
The deviants of Lemuria.
Yes, the deviants of Lemuria. Yeah, because they had a lot of they do have connections with the Mole Man's creatures genetically.
Mm-hmm. So you, between your own personal knowledge and what you've been able to search, and bits and pieces that are feeding into you from the Society of Revelation, this is what you were able to ascertain. But you do pick up one extra bit of information that might not be so widely known, that Demonicus left the public eye when he came down with a very aggressive form of skin cancer. And he was attempting to do something about that. And perhaps the process drove the expectation is the process of trying to cure himself of his skin cancer might have driven him insane.
Even more than he already is, but yeah.
Tell me he peeled off his face.
Maybe there was some face ripping.
Nice. Nice.
Just for your head.
Something about megalomaniacs and their outward appearances.
Yeah, Doom has a similar problem, don't he?
Yeah.
Red Skull. Like they always end up doing something with the face.
Baron Zemo.
Oh yeah, Zemo. Yeah, for you, Micah, the comics of that particular day, West Coast Avengers, Demonicus stopped wearing his mask for a time and just exposed his grody, messed up face, but kept the rest of his suit on to keep himself from dying, basically.
Okay.
So he did sort of take off his public face to reveal his nasty face.
Leave the mask on. Leave it on.
As you're mulling these things over, there is a knock on your office door at the museum.
Okay. I'll go and check it carefully.
As you cautiously open the door, it's like, oh, Miss Meridian, there is Gail Weathers here to see you.
Oh, yes. Send her in, please.
And the plucky, lovely, charismatic reporter comes in. Seems to be almost vibrating with energy and excitement. She smiles broadly at you with her white teeth. Miss Meridian, so good to see you again. Hope this
Likewise.
Excellent. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, not at all. What can I help you with?
Oh, well, I was just kind of wondering, what's next?
Hmm.
I mean,
Well,
you did lose some artifacts here. And
yeah, we're already in the process of tracking them down, and I'm looking for more information on Dr. Demonicus and his whereabouts. That would seem to be the likely place to look.
Now, I would be willing to assist you with some resources, if I could, for an exclusive, of course.
That sounds reasonable. That depends on the quality of the information, but that absolutely is something we can arrange.
Just wondering if there's any progress on the process. I mean, it just did start, I know, but boy, I'd really like to follow up on yesterday's story as soon as I could. If you've got anything that you're able to share, or if perhaps we can broadcast anything that might help you out in some way.
I think it's too early just yet, but I do have a lead. I'll leave it at that.
Well, all right then. And whenever you can, I'm very excited to see the merch that you guys are making.
Yeah, I would just, that's Ilaria's department.
Okay, well, I checked the web. There was no sign of the website yet, but I'm keeping an eye out.
Yeah, please do. I'd be curious to see what he has cooked up.
Oh, and sorry about what happened to your face.
Oh.
Gail Weathers was punched by Sidney Prescott.
That's
twice.
right. Yeah, like
yeah. Okay.
Sydney boss bitch, bam. I don't know why, but like I decided my lowest lane should basically be Gail Weathers. It just kind of fit.
Right.
It is such a generic, newspaper reporter type name.
I kind of I enjoy those names where like Gail Weathers. Yeah, that.
Right.
She's kind of blowing in like an unexpected storm.
Yeah.
Whether it's going to be good or bad, we'll find out.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I'm going to try and see if I can catch up with some of your other friends there. So many stories.
Yep. Some of them are just as new to me as they are to you. I don't have a whole lot more than I can comment, having just met them only the other day.
Well, Miss Roanne's pretty easy to find, especially now.
Yes.
It turns out she's a local
very
artist.
Talented, very, very talented artist, yes. Her pieces are very, very well done.
Well, she's going to be giving an exhibit within the month, I hear.
Yeah.
And looking forward to seeing that.
I look forward to being there.
All right, then. Well, we'll see you all later, then.
Yes, absolutely.
She makes her way out.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. I need each of you to make a intuition roll for me.
Okay. Intuition.
Holy Jesus, I'm back to doing it again.
That is unreal.
Yeah, mine was not a great roll.
Did mine not roll? Let me try that again. Hold on.
Mine was all right. I'm surprised.
Yeah, yours is pretty good.
I don't know why I did it twice. Sorry.
Oh, that's
Even
all right.
my-
I mean, the first one's like really crazy good.
Even my other roll was only a 16.
How do you keep rolling ones? Is my question.
Yeah, I don't.
D100
I don't
and he
know.
rolls a 1.
I am cursed with this game. I don't know what it is. The dice just don't like me.
It's kind of like me with wisdom rolls in Spelljammer.
He uses up all
Yeah,
his good
is that what
rolls
it is?
doing the great
save-
axe.
Save him for the
lottery.
fight, right?
Mhm.
Right,
Yeah,
let's
that's
see.
what it is. I think Nan nailed it. I blow all my good rolls on Bjorn with his crit chains and kills and stuff. Yeah.
I've never
Well,
seen
totally
anybody
worth it though.
roll more crits lately. I think you've rolled in the last 3 sessions of D&D. You have to have rolled at least.
Well, he's got
20
the extra
crits.
benefit of playing the champion fighter, so his crit ratio goes down from 5%, goes
Yeah.
up to 10%.
Still,
Yeah.
how many natural
Plus-
20s has he rolled though? It's got to be a ton. So
Plus, I get crits at 19 too. That helps.
Yeah, he is the anti-Will Wheaton,
Yes.
except for here.
Yeah, like I
Except
can
for
get like
here.
20s on my Vorpal swords, very rarely.
This is where the bell curve balances out.
right. Right.
Nim, what is the level of Elario's intuition? What's the rank?
remarkable.
Remarkable. You got the 70s. Okay, that's good observation. And what is Rowan's
Remarkable.
intuition? Remarkable as well. All right. Doesn't push you into the red. As the two of you are mulling over some of the things that went on last night, you two did notice something. Ilario, you happen to notice that one of the combatants last night had mud on his shoes, but it was you're not like doing a Batman or a Sherlock Holmes or anything, but like there was a smell to that mud, like that kind of mud comes from the dock area, and there are some seedy bars down that way.
Plus, any homie that's walking around in dirty shoes, you got to watch out for that mother effer. So,
Dude's got no style, no class, right?
yep.
Now, as for Rowan, you noticed that one of those that you were, like the guy with the metal teeth, you were engaged with, he seemed to have a black splotch on his hand. And it didn't look like it was natural. It didn't look like a tattoo or dirt. But it looked like some sort of black residue that had stained his skin.
Would I know what would do that?
Probably not. But it does give you a reason to get back together with the others and put your heads together.
Yeah,
Rody used to take a shower, man.
that sounds like well, I can't tell her because I'm not there.
Hey, Jen, is there any way you could move your camera down just a little bit so we could see your face?
I wasn't supposed to be up there. I didn't
Oh,
want to.
darn.
I was about to say, she's normally not on camera.
Yeah.
I thought we was getting a little treat there. She was finally gonna come on camera with us.
She's just
Not-
barely. Hello, everyone. I'm
Right?
Wilson. I'm Wilson, your
Yep,
neighbor.
yep, nice.
See, Tim,
Well, Tim, when you're fighting supervillains,
Yeah.
Well, she's so short,
yeah.
Tim,
All
it's
right.
it's the gestalt of life that's absurdity that makes us go from one thing to another. Gestalt, let's just call it irony. Oh.
I still say I don't think so, Tim, to this day.
Yeah.
All right. Now, do any of you have a desire to go meet up with Grace once again, or Grace to meet up with you?
I
Contacting
believe- I
Pylong is going to be a little bit tricky. You got to actually go to see him.
Yes,
I seem to remember suggesting that we all meet at the temple in the
Yep.
morning. Is that
You did?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm willing to honor that.
and I'm there with my phone shooting TikTok videos for the Golden Gatekeepers at our website.
I love this guy so much. He's so today's kids.
Yeah. Or whatever our version of TikTok is in this universe, but it's going out all. In fact, I have created our own YouTube channel called The Circle of the Seven Dice. For it's weird how the way it works, but it's out there. So. Not sure why I chose that name, but there it is.
Just keep your OnlyFans to yourself.
Oh, well. I'm shooting that later in your office.
Yeah, so as you all meet up at the only place you know to meet up before going off to the temple. As you guys get together, not only is Ilario doing basically a TikTok stream of consciousness, but even as you take Grace's the rental car that she has while she's here, he's kind of into it. He's like, yeah, the videos and everything, the merch is coming. Don't worry, cousin's working on the website. he's kind of in his own little world over there. While the rest of you are riding out.
Every now and then I'll send puffs of air over there to like mess with his hat and hair.
It's like he capped. So yeah, like Laria, while you're doing your thing, there are sudden small gusts of wind inside the vehicle.
I'm calling our fans gaties. I'm like, orale, gaties. Look at this, man. We got the Golden Gatekeepers here. Look at it. She's looking fly over there, Rowena, man. Look at it. She's walking along. I'm going, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, anytime he flashes it to me, my hair is flowing in the wind.
Yes.
Bob Seger's strut is playing in the background.
That's right. Mamacita, we're going to have Rowena wallpaper up on the site tomorrow, everyone.
Just keep him away from the Tejano channels.
And look, who is this? It's Grace. She's pulling up and she's looking dope as hell. Look at her.
How does Grace take the extra level of celebrity?
She's kind of trying to maintain Grace under fire. No pun intended. She's just, I think it's not what she wants, but it's just sort of like, okay, well, I've got it whether I like it or not. So
yeah,
I'm just gonna roll with it.
West Coast Avengers can kiss our ass. We are awesome. That's it. And then I'm announcing to all my Katie's out there, for our big good friend Pai Long. This is California, Holmes. You've got to have the look. So we have a GoFundMe up right now for a tanning bed for that mother effer. Because in California we're all fit and tan. So there it is.
I think everybody in the car can tell he's a bullshit artist, but they're kind of not to say anything.
All right, let me put this up here. Let's see.
We're gonna get that boy looking golden brown. So.
I love it too much. All right, let's pull this on here for a sec. Get your layer.
I was not intending this character to be the hype man, but I am leading into it. So,
hey, I like it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else wants that job.
I'm just waiting for the West Coast Avengers to show up on my doorstep one day.
All right.
Kiss whose ass, motherfucker?
Hawkeye is known for having something of a temper.
Yeah. But Hawkeye's also done the kind of stuff Ilario's done, too. So.
True enough. I always loved the way he just kind of took over the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
All right. As you are making your way there, you get to more of a countryside sort of area. here in San Francisco. A place of some out of the city proper, a place of some rolling hills, some greenery, some serenity. And you come across.
Tell Wash not to get on Serenity.
Can't take the skies from him though.
Yes.
Oh, that's weird. Why aren't you guys seeing that? There it is. Okay, it took a second.
I'm a leaf on the wind.
Until you're a man
Oh,
on a
wow.
spike.
Yes.
And a slab, yeah.
And going up this this twisting path, you find yourself presently coming across the Bailong Temple. It has been, unlike many of the the brownstones or the low wage housing of the barrios, or the metropolitan splendor of the city proper. Here is something that is purposely ancient. And if rumor is to be believed, at some unfathomable expense, this place was recreated from stone from the homeland. Chinese stone and wood were brought over here to make this a truly prosperous representation of what you would find. Although, sadly, for Pailong, it is not built around the bones of a gigantic dragon, but it's still a little comfort of home. You can feel it in the stone. You can smell it in the wood, even in this foreign land. And it isn't long before you are told that you have guests. The acolytes, the monks who come to see you, look a bit quizzically. Master Long,
Yes.
we have newcomers to the temple, but they are not here to join. They asked specifically for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
And they kind of notice that I kind of do that when I break them, I did the traditional bow, recognizing the style.
There's also a bunch of people out there called Gadies who want to take pictures with you. So
They did not, in fact, bring an entourage.
no.
Yes.
What?
My path has taken me places I was not expecting. I do not have time to explain, but they are with me. I will be out there in just a moment.
As you will. And he leaves you and awaits for you to come out and do what it is you're going to do.
Well, it's morning. Have I done all my meditation and everything? My
Yes,
exercise for the morning, all that?
You get up far earlier than anybody else here.
Yes. Okay. Well, then I will just head out front to meet them.
All right. Move out front, and you find, of course, the people that you've had an adventure with already. There is a very tranquil little tea room you can take them to, or perhaps if you want to abjure to the one of the Zen gardens, there's a number of places you can go.
Tea room sounds appropriate.
As Pailong gestures with you all to follow him, you end up passing by the training ground, and you see dozens of young men and women practicing esoteric martial arts, and they're doing really remarkable things. You see people gouging into wood with their bare fingers in the claw formation. Others are cleaving rocks into two with their hands, practicing devastating whipping low leg spinning kicks that are shattering boards, practicing forms with such fluidity and grace. It's definitely rivaling Olympic level athletes.
Elario sidles up to Grace. He goes, "Yo, Grace, I seen this on YouTube all the time at the Shaolin Temple. Where are those dudes that are always hitting themselves in the nuts? I want to see that.
There is,
You
in
know
fact, no one hitting themselves in the nuts.
Damn,
No, nobody's hitting themselves in the nuts now.
those dudes
There-
are crazy.
There are some people who are they are being whacked by other practitioners, and you
Mhm.
watch as heavy dowels of wood are being broken across legs, backs, arms, and even heads, as well as a few who appear to be in a meditative poses,
Mhm.
be they in a lotus position or in some sort of kung fu pose, just holding their immobile like statues. A practice of stillness and silence and thoughtful meditation. And there's
Was
even
everybody kung fu fighting. So
well,
They are moving
Kung-
as fast as lightning.
all right,
kung fu training at least.
okay.
I just wanna say, for somebody who didn't know a whole lot about White Dragon Kung Fu, that was a pretty decent description.
Thank you. I, as somebody who trained in martial arts for several years, I got invested in, at least having a knowledge of a whole bunch of different types of martial arts.
I imagined it as a series of very quick but powerful strikes. You notice when Pai fought, it was a powerful shot to the chest, powerful
Mhm.
shot to the leg. It's all about taking them out. And I was impressed with how you described it. That's all.
Oh well, I mixed a few things together. I've always been a fan of kung fu films and samurai films, so because
By the
like
way,
not so
Jack says happy holidays to everybody in his holiday sweater here. So
oh
nice.
look at
Very
that,
nice. Yeah.
so cute.
So cute. Yeah.
Little Freddy dog.
I always did like it. Somebody finally mocked him for wearing a Christmas sweater. Of course, she paid for it.
Yeah.
It's not even scary.
he's even he's got a nice little snowman on the back. So there he is.
Mm.
Well, just ruin my whole Freddy image then.
It's
As
all
a matter
right.
of fact,
That snowman, you should see what it does when the lights go out. So
File Long, make
Right.
make an intuition roll for me.
Okay. Come on, give me something higher than a 1.
2.
Hold on, I gotta get rid of this. There we go. I got I can't see the other dice.
It's
55.
like 55. Yes.
Holy shit. Call Guinness.
I almost said like call Bud Light. I was like, wait, no, let's not call Bud Light. They done fucked up.
Well, I meant the Guinness Book of World Records.
I know, but I just want to go
Yeah,
a beer
okay.
joke.
Oh,
As you're passing through and you take a casual glance over, you notice that somebody who is practicing their forms is actually out of step.
okay. I will go over and instruct her on the proper way to do it.
And as you do that, you get over there and start correcting her form. It's like, no, like here. And you draw in the power from the earth and let it explode out of you. You start giving her the idea like behind it.
Right?
And you watch, and she goes through the motions once again, and you can nod with satisfaction as you see like she's gotten it. She's corrected her form, and once she does it, she like gives you a bow.
I bow back.
Had to have that kung fu teacher moment in there.
Yep.
Mhm.
Nice.
And you all make your way into the tea room.
Mm.
It's a very lovely room. It's lacquered wood, paper doors, and sort of some beaded curtains here and there. It's not extravagant, but you know that it's, like I said, it's not extravagant, but it's very nice. It's tasteful. It's artistic. There's
It's tasteful and artistic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of. Have you
what,
ever
Debbie
seen the
Andrews
mo-
again?
No, the movie Moving.
Yes.
When
Tom Hanks? No.
No,
Richard
Richard
Pryor.
Pryor. And he's like,
Oh, yes. Jeez, it's been
Hmm.
forever since I saw that.
I'll be sure to photograph your daughter tastefully, artistically.
I gotta go watch that again now.
Yeah.
Even King Kong Bundy was in that.
Honey, I've got our shit.
Yeah. I gave the man the wrong finger. So yeah, that's a great movie.
There's some nice incense burning. It's very, very pleasant, very soothing to the senses. There are decorated vases that are lacquered in enamels and gold leaf and mother of pearl. And Grace, to your eye, these things, while not ancient, are definitely to your eye as well, Rowan. They're definitely works of art, and
Mhm.
you can't help but think, like in a few thousand years, what they would be worth
Yeah.
should they survive.
Yeah, and if I do, which I might.
And the
Um,
doors are shuttered
Yeah.
behind you, leaving you all in peace. To
There
discuss
you
what
for
you
1,000 years. Even one day, even you might be worth something.
Son of a bitch.
Please sit down.
Yeah. I do, and using the appropriate customs.
I go around to each one and offer them tea.
I kind of bow with my head and I accept
Yeah, I'll accept some tea as well.
All right.
Do we have anything harder like cerveza?
it.
No, we do not.
I'll take tea then, I guess.
It is very good tea, I assure you.
Is
Yeah. There
Is
are ways to
Ilario-
cleanse the body to strengthen the mind.
is Ilario used to hot tea?
No.
So as you see, as he's pouring from this it almost looks like a cast iron little teapot. It's on a small brazier, and as Pylon picks it up, there's like a little cloth over the handle, and you watch as the tea pours into these small ceramic cups. Steam comes off of it readily.
Do you have any ice cubes, man?
It's not that kind of tea.
Oh. All right.
It
then I
definitely
guess
it definitely has a fragrant smell to it, though.
the only tea I drink is from Del Taco, so okay, that's cool.
I tend to savor it and drink it the way it was it should be drunk.
It reminds you very much of your recent experiences in Tibet and China.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about the tea that really just the smell, the heat, the flavor. It honestly takes you back there. But perhaps it's also a facility of one of your powers. You just get a hold of something like that. It just ties right into it. You sort of have a moment reliving more of the quieter stages of your recent adventure in China.
Yeah. This is authentic and it is excellent. Thank you.
You are very welcome. You are very welcome. As you
It
are
is-
welcome here at the Bailong Temple.
I appreciate it. So I suppose we should compare notes. I have learned a few things, and I kind of share them what I found out about Dr. DeMarcus.
And I'll tell him about the blackened splotch on the Jaws' hand.
Yeah, that's something that we have something. If we have a sample or something, we could have it analyzed. I know people who might be able to do that.
I feel that there is something to this white dragon armor. Um, I noticed that both your jade dragon statue was taken as well.
Yes. Yeah. The two have to be connected.
I feel personally driven to deal with this white dragon armor.
Mm.
Although my lord has told me it has nothing to do with him, I find myself offended by this.
With every right, and I feel the same, honestly, about the Jade Dragon. It was my responsibility to keep it and return it to your people, and I have failed in that. So I feel that I should rectify this.
You have offended my family and the honor of the Shaolin Temple.
Yeah.
So, does I suppose that perhaps we should either prioritize and work together, or
Hmm.
perhaps continue our investigations individually. There are a few options here. I'm afraid I don't know that much about working in a team. I have not done this before, but it does seem that our paths are drawn together.
It would seem so. And I'll be honest, I've spent a long time working alone. It's just simply has been easier for me that way. But it seems that we're going to need each other if we're going to defeat this supervillain. I'm not a superhero. I have never done any such thing, and I think that it would make sense for us to work together towards that end.
Bro, don't let everyone out there know you don't think of yourself as a superhero. We got a good thing going here, man. We got this.
A lot of my work is quiet, and I like to keep it that way. But it sometimes greatness is thrust on us, whether we like it or not.
As I tried to explain to the people who were hurt when we were fighting off the other men, this is not entertainment.
Now, Steve, there is one other thing that
Okay.
you do know in your research of Dr. Demonicus. For somebody who is part of a group called the Pacific Overlords,
Mm-hmm.
he's not Asian. Now, whereas everybody else that you encountered yesterday appeared to be Asiatic of some stripe, even to the point of one of the members of Pele appeared to be Polynesian. You saw a Japanese man, people are like Japanese, Chinese, Polynesian, perhaps Korean.
Mm-hmm.
Your research turned up, because he does have a criminal record in the U.S., that Dr. Demonicus his name is Douglas Byerly.
Yeah, definitely not an Asian name.
Well, I'm not going to forget that. I'm not calling him Dr. Demonicus anymore. I'm just calling him Douglas. So.
Francis.
Yes.
Shut up, Francis. Look at me crazy. I'll kill you. Everybody calls me Psycho.
I'm waiting for a well-placed listen, Doug.
Yeah.
What's up,
That
Daddy?
that is the sort of thing that does seem to be a bit unusual.
To be fair, if my name was Douglas Byerly, I'd probably call myself Dr. Demonicus as well.
It's no surprise that Francis went by the Punisher.
Yeah. Or
even John Wayne wasn't down with Francis.
Right.
Or Marion in his case. That's probably worse.
Oh, that's right, Marion.
Yep. Marion Morrison, yeah.
All right, so with what you've gathered so far, what do you propose to do?
I need to put together the strands that we have, the clues that we put together. Um,
It would seem to me.
Normally,
that
I would
the-
probably consult with the West Coast Avengers, but they're probably busy.
It would seem to me that the beginning of this path is the White Dragon armor and the gang that tried to take it, and then Doctor Demonicus's men came and they took it. The Jade Dragon stat. That seems to be where this all started, and like I said, I am a novice in this, but the beginning seems like the best place to start.
Yeah. We could investigate the thugs, see where they got their information from.
There we go.
Maybe something.
Maybe that's something Ilario could help us out with.
He would be very good with shaking a few trees and seeing what falls out.
What say you, Ilario?
What? Oh, my hearing went out for a second. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. We're
So wondering why he
thinking
wasn't
about-
commenting on any of that.
Yeah, we were thinking that maybe what we could do is to put some pressure on the Dragon Triad and see where they got their information from, and see where that takes us, or shake them up and then see what falls out of it.
Well, the way I see it, we could do it two ways. We could either do it the boring way. We could go down there and kick some ass. I mean, that's not boring, and it's fun. Well, maybe we should do it that way. The other way to do it is to do it on TikTok and call them out publicly. Say, yo, man, we know you're down with this shit, and we are going to let everybody know what you're up to. So you come down here and you tell us what you need to know. Otherwise, we're going to turn you in to to Dougie's little boys and turn them in and let them know that you're after their shit. And if you're working for them, they're not going to like that. They're going to come kill you. So you better come talk to us. And we put it out on TikTok, and we establish our rep, too. So, I think we should do it that way.
Dougie's little boys.
But, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I have no
That-
interest in publicizing what we're going to do.
No, they could
He's
just
a public
ignore us.
figure.
Honestly, they could just ignore us very easily. I
guess,
would. Yeah, I think they respect violence more.
So the live stream cams that I ordered for the temple, I should take those back then?
Yes, there will be no live stream cams in the Bailong Temple.
All right, hold on.
Revolution will not be televised.
I get on my phone and start doing stuff. Grace, you want the live stream cam or not?
I think we'll take it down for now.
Okay. Well,
Maybe later we'll arrange something for you, but not right now.
That's
Well,
so funny because I was honestly waiting for like Nim to say he was filming everything that was going on at the temple and to see what Mike's reaction was going to be. The live stream cam is reading better.
After I get done with my phone, I kind of casually go over and take down the little teddy bear cam that I put up in the corner and put it in my room.
Yeah, let's not broadcast everything we're going to do before we do it.
All right. So, yeah, I guess if we're going to go down there and say to Dragon Lords, I've heard where these homies hang out. So, and actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I saw something really weird. One of them had muddy shoes. And in my neighborhood, you walk around in muddy shoes. That means your old lady is giving up on you. She's letting you go out with dirty shoes. That's the last thing that any Vato lets go, But besides meaning that the dude has no self-respect, it smelled weird. It's kind of stuff that you see maybe down by the dock. So I'm thinking they might be down there. We might go look for them down there.
That sounds like a good place to start as any.
It does sound like a good place to start.
Plus,
And I please if you must spread the word of what we're doing, can you at least wait until after we're done doing these things?
I'll try, man, but I'll tell you right now, if we have babies coming to watch us while we're fighting and cheering for us, it would even root us on even more, and they'd be taking videos and putting that out. We blow up on the web, but I hear what you're saying. So there was this group once that I heard about They had this dude in it called Speedball. That dude was dope, man. They used to like had a TV show and everything. So
Yeah, they really blew up.
yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Got them killed, as I recall.
But
That-
they were
that is
popular
not-
before they went.
That is not part of
They
my
were.
my personal canon.
Okay.
Yeah,
See,
yeah. I would ignore Civil War too.
And it's funny. Like I love the mention, but like what they did to like one of my favorite comics of the '90s is unforgivable. Turn them into reality TV stars. Really, Night Thrasher would never do that shit.
no, not unless it was part of some plan he was doing.
Yeah, some Batman level plan.
all right. Well, if you guys want to go kick some ass, I'm always for kicking ass. You know, I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, but the inside leaf is still there. The whole Olario is still there, and I can kick some ass and bring a little shadow to the game, and you know what I come to take. So I'm there, and then maybe we get fish tacos down by Fisherman's Wharf later, because, dude, I'm jonesing for some of those things. I haven't been down there for a long time. So
Wait,
Right.
who was the Taco King in that first episode?
El Rey.
El Rey. Oh
The
yes,
king.
we must have tacos from El Rey.
I don't know. Maybe El Rey has some fish tacos down by the pier. I don't know.
It is a food truck. It's mobile, but that is a rough part of the neighborhood where you're thinking that mud might have come from.
Yeah,
But you know, El Rey, he's been around.
Let's do it.
All right.
let's get on that
Yes.
Pork Chop Express.
I totally forgot to do something the night before. Oh well. I'll have to
You know what old Hilario Vasquez says in a time like this?
5 points to karma.
Thank you. The
Yeah.
check is in the mail. So
I love that you turned it like something neighborhood. Well, Larry Vasquez.
It is very street.
Oh, that was great. All right. Excellent. All right, so you all get together in Rowan's. She has an SUV.
Yeah, that's
Very nice, roomy. She never knows what she's going to need, hence the SUV, because you might have to carry all kinds of monster-killing paraphernalia in the back of a large, heavy-duty vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
It is a robust vehicle. It's not for your casual driver, even though it's a commercial vehicle. It looks like something that could, probably handle some terrain, or it's got one of those big metal grills across the front with a
We're
winch.
talking about like the Monster Hunter version of the Punisher van.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Like she's definitely made sure like she could get something that was decked out, or maybe it's perhaps not a rental, it's something that was supplied to her via the society.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
it's a well built, rugged, heavy set vehicle with some surprising features for casual driving around California. Like it looks like it could take some punishment or run a blockade.
Nice.
But it's
Does it
quite
come in
comfy on the
black?
inside. Of course it's black. You can't be a respectable monster fighter without having a black vehicle of some sort. That's just part of the gig.
That's right. Indiana Helsing will kick you out of the club.
Mm-hmm.
As you're driving your way back down, you can just hear the heavy growl of the engine, denoting that it has significant horsepower. Making your way back down, you can each get into your own thoughts for a moment. Ilario,
yes.
you were up quite late last night, given things that happened, and you're working on merch for the website and trying to get what was it, like, not Shopify, but whatever you were using to make things for your cart, and talking to your cousin, doing all this, and you
Etsy.
Yes.
that's it. Like you go through an area as you're driving along. It's a bright California day, and yet seems to grow a little bit dimmer and darker for you, and eyes feel a little heavy. It's a blink, another blink. When you open them up again, you're alone in darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Why did I know you were going to say that?
Somebody says that every time darkness is brought up.
I did it last night, so yeah.
Hello? Where'd everybody go? Damn, they ditched me.
You feel this feather-light touch across your cheek, and a whisper in your ear. You are with me.
Madre. Santa
Sí.
muerte.
See, it is I who have called you.
What is it you want from me, Lady Death?
Tell Thanos to leave me the fuck alone.
See, you know that Thanos, he do not take no for an answer. I have tried to let him down easy, but he does not get the... I must let him know there's somebody else. And you know, the Deadpool was a fun fling, but I grow tired of him. So I've chosen you, mi amor.
Damn, now I got
That'd be
Thanos
a
and
weird-
Deadpool after me.
Yeah, that'd be a weird comic, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I have come to warn you, my chosen, my beloved. There is something on the horizon.
Look for the horizon. I don't see it. What's on the horizon?
So, you know my purpose, yes?
Yes.
And like she draws a finger down as she comes around. It's the expectation you would see, the almost Madonna-like figure with the calavera makeup and skull. She's dressed out in the dress with the frills and the black lace and the red lace.
You're the saint of death, prayed to by practitioners of death to deliver them from death, but also to bring death upon their enemies.
See, you know well. And she traces a finger down your chest. Does Ilario have any tattoos?
Oh, yeah.
Figured as much. And as she pulls down your shirt, you see a tattoo. I'll let you decide if it's one that you had or didn't have beforehand, but it is a skull with black wings coming off the side, and it's surrounded by a wreath of black roses and sharp thorns, which twist down below it almost like a tail.
I'm going to say that tattoo actually goes onto my chest and all the other tattoos move around it and kind of shape around it. So I'm like, holy crap. You would have to sit like 50 hours for this. This is dope. But look at that. That's sweet. Thank you, Lady Death.
Yeah. It is just one gift among many. This is my mark. This is my brand that I have placed upon you.
One question for you, Santa Muerte. I have embarked in this superhero lifestyle. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but it's not the cool thing to kill your enemies here. You just visit lots of pain upon them. Is that dope? Or do I need to bring your blessings in full upon these fools?
Well, as you have noted, my blessings are for the protection from death as well as the delivery. You will know when to apply each.
I see what
There
you're
will be
saying.
those coming. There will be those coming to you who need to feel my touch, for they defy me. They have cheated death, and that cannot be so.
You brought me back to life, Santa Muerte. And because of that, I owe you everything. So I will be your faithful servant in this world. And I have to say, the whole shadow powers is awesome. So I am going to get out there and do my best to spread the word and to visit death and protection upon those who deserve it. And I'm going to make a little scratch while I'm at it as well, if that is cool.
It's actually like side of her mouth curls up in a little smile at that. See, I know you will. You do me both honor and amuse me.
See,
You're,
and that is why Santa Muerte is the best, because I don't have to be, I mean, no offense, I like him, but I don't have to be like hitting myself in the nuts and all albino like that other dude. So thank you.
I almost wish this was a TV show I was watching because I'm enjoying it that much. You guys are coming up with some stuff, that's for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. I am ever with you now, mijo. You and I, we are joined. And I know I have made the right choice. You will know them when they come. Those who cheat death. Those who have failed to recognize the order of the cycle of life and that which is beyond.
I kind of hold my hand to my chest, all moved, and then I look at her and go, "That is touching, Santa Muerte." And call me Mijo. In fact, that's my new nickname on the website, Mijo de Muerte. So
Well,
child of death is badass. So
and so you are.
I am.
And so you are.
Technically, Mijo de Muerte means son of death, does it not?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Still a child.
Child. Yeah.
Yeah. She's kind of treating him like a kid that she's trying to encourage.
Yeah.
Right?
Serve me well, mijo. And I tell you this, there will be rewards.
I'm all about rewards. I'm all about all of it. Santa Muerte, you have done so much for me. Although, could I ask one favor?
What
Won't
is
you
that,
give me
Elario?
3 steps. Give me 3 steps, mister.
Yeah. If I serve you well, is there a chance that I could talk to my brother at some point?
Oh. Well. I spoke of rewards, but it seems you have guessed. Yes. That can be arranged.
Thank you, Santa Muerte. There are things that I need to say to him, and I'd just like to say goodbye. And so I will work hard to earn that reward. Thank you.
You are welcome. Now, I return you to your companions, for you have other work to do.
Yes. I'm glad they didn't ditch me as well. Plus, I don't think that Pylon would understand the whole nuts thing. So,
God damn.
He's just stuck on D's nuts.
yeah. Hey, have you ever seen those dudes hitting themselves in the nuts?
Yes.
It's insane. So, all right. Super nuts.
I thought you were referring to my rolling ones all the time.
I actually I trained with a Goju Ryu karate expert, and he was talking about like his master knew how to tuck his balls back up into his pelvic girdle, and so like you could smash him in the nuts as hard as you want, and he'd be like, "Yeah, not for me. I prefer to
thank
just
you.
I will practice the avoidance of the nut strikes."
Mhm.
These nuts are not for that. That's all I'm going
That's
to
right.
say. Huh?
Yeah, the best way to deal with pain is not to be there.
Yes.
Yeah, precisely. And so
You trained us
She
to
fades.
ignore pain. Does it work? Not really. Rambo 2.
I was thinking more along the lines of Lawrence of Olivier. Like, how do you put out the candle like that? It's like, well, the trick is not to care if it hurts.
Right?
the world comes back into focus around you as you find you're once again in coming into the city area of San Francisco. Now, going down to the areas at the docks, there's like right now this time of day, there's going to be dock workers and things like that. But if you're looking for the attention of going to some place where gangbangers hang out, that doesn't really get kicking off until later in the day.
Okay.
And there's also the question about the black blotch that Rowan observed.
Mhm.
And there's a few other things you guys could do. You could, depending on if you want to go to the docks right now or if you want to save that for a little later, before going and checking maybe some of like the rougher parts of the area. But you do know that 2 members of the Pacific Overlords were captured, and you do have the potential resource of Gale Weathers as well.
Okay.
So how would you like to proceed?
I say we wait until later to go to the docks. If Rowan has something on the black blotch, I'd say we could check that out.
Yeah.
As far as the people that were caught, unless we can talk to them, I don't know that will help us.
I'm not even sure we would be able to get access to them.
I don't know what to do with that information. Besides, we need to talk to them. So, if somebody else has another idea,
Yeah, I don't have a way in.
All right. Anybody else got anything?
Nope.
Yeah,
Alright,
not
I
unless.
guess.
Yeah. I can't think of anything.
all right,
Not
Rowan,
unless-
I guess you take the lead.
Not unless Pylong's gonna start hitting himself in the nuts. Then I'm making a
Yeah.
TikTok video whether he
Yeah.
wants it or not. So there it is.
But I mean, I think during the day we can kind of like, get a sense of the area, get a sense of the place that we're going to be checking out. Maybe like see what kind of activity is going on with them during the day before we strike.
That is an excellent idea.
I maybe I misunderstood something.
Yeah.
I thought that you made it sound like the gangs didn't really show up in that area until the evening.
Yeah, I mean, like if you go to biker bars, criminal hangouts, like places that are known to be rough places, they aren't typically like, well, really hopping during the daytime.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I mean,
Now the
I
docks
guess my
themselves.
first impulse
yeah.
is maybe if they're out by the docks and we're talking about gangs out there,
Mhm.
perhaps there is some racing culture involved.
I mean, like I said, you can't go to the docks during daytime here. There are definitely people who live and work around the docks who may or may not have seen something. Part of being a superhero in a superhero game is sometimes you guys are going to have to investigate.
Right?
Hey,
So it all just depends on how do you want to approach that.
since we are a general gaming channel, just a quick heads up. Games Workshop just released a New Year's preview. They're relaunching Warhammer Fantasy Battles, the actual physical minis,
Oh, nice.
and are on our private Twitter chat, guys, the Circle of 7 Dice. I just put 2 of the new figures up that are metal figures. Go check them out, man. They look badass.
I'll check them out later, but that sounds
All right.
amazing.
There's a new Tomb King's Necrosphinx that looks freaking unbelievable. Sorry to stop everybody, but
Hey, it's
That does look
gaming.
cool.
It's gaming news. It's gaming
Yeah.
news.
Yeah.
thank God Games Workshop is actually listening to the community and is
Mhm.
relaunching Fantasy Battle without messing it up. So good
Nice.
job, guys.
Yep.
Shout out
So
to
what are
Games
we
Workshop.
gonna do?
Huh?
So what are we gonna do?
I think we should investigate the area. I've
Yep.
gotten this. Santa Muerte has told me to go forth and investigate the area. Look
Yeah.
around, see what we can find. and then beat some fools up later this evening. So,
All right, we're gonna try to avoid killing people if we can, but I think you would be probably the best person to go, sniffing around without attracting attention. Because I'm telling you, I think the artist in me, and the martial artist over here, not going to fit in around here.
what? Are you saying that I look like everybody else? We all look alike? Is that what you're saying right now?
You say that to a guy who's literally not even albino, but just white.
Yeah, I was trying not to point that out too.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
The only thing with color on Pylon are his eyes.
Better than I do.
Yep.
And
my
that makes you the right person.
the birthmark.
And your tattoo.
Also, you have the right powers to investigate. So.
Hold on. I got an idea. Is Grace, are you Asian or are you white?
Yeah. She is definitely Gringa.
It's all right. It's going to work because you look like a tourist. No offense.
I'm a tourist everywhere.
I kind of look for a minute and I find a little flag and I hand it to Pylon. I hold it and I said, now follow me while I'm holding this flag up. Go along with what I'm saying. All right?
Oh, no.
And I start walking along, and I leave Rowena too because she's got a tourist thing. I'm like, now if you'll notice, we're down here in the dirty part of the docks. This is the part of San Francisco you don't get to see on every tour. Come with me, everybody. Follow along. So.
Oh wow, this is pretty amazing.
That is a cool cover.
This went into a spectacularly awesome direction.
Yeah.
5 more points of karma.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, I'm definitely in more civilian-looking clothes. I'm not decked out like I'm about to do a safari.
It's like
I'm like black leather jacket, that kind of thing.
But still armed, I presume.
Yeah,
Now,
absolutely.
one of the most important parts of getting to know the true nature of a city, everyone, is to talk to the common folk and understand what they go through. So here's some common folk over here. We're going to go talk to them. Follow along. Follow the flag.
Sure enough, you are going down to the docks, and there are warehouses and wharfs, and the commoners. There's some areas as you're going through. People are sitting on steps looking at the street. Other people are quite busy, and but regardless, you're still getting some looks like. And Elario, you're familiar with these looks. Like you're looking at like some people like nodding and approving, like. Boy's getting his hustle on, and other people are like shaking their hands like, white people be crazy. Following this dude down into like crazy neighborhoods.
Pylon has been rolling his eyes and shaking his head this entire time.
So we roll up to some.
I have a feeling like Pylon and I have been looking at each other. Exchanging like what the hell kind of
you cultured people.
So we roll up on some locals. I'm like, yo, what's up? This is Elario's Excelente tours here for San Francisco, and I'm bringing these first around to see the real people in San Francisco. We have some questions for you. So my friend over here is an artist, and she saw the coolest shade of black on this dude and was like, I want to get that in my next art display. And I know that it came from these areas down here because I'm familiar with the streets. So can you tell us, Rowena over there, can you explain what you saw? And maybe these good folks can help you, and you can hit them with a little scratch for their time too, if you know what I'm saying. Help my people out. And I'm not talking George, man. I'm talking Ben, if you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah, talking to the wrong lass for scratch, my man. I am a poor artist, but I would appreciate the color, and I'll explain to them what I saw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll bribe with anybody if need to be.
That sounds like some ink, all right. Like as you're describing, the way it was like kind of blotched into his skin. But if it didn't look like anything in particular, which it did not.
Nothing specific.
Maybe some amateur trying to get into the tattoo biz, but it sounds like he's got quality ink at least.
Where can we find some of these people? Because that ink was dope, man. Look at You see, I got ink on my. Look, I got a new one just the other day. I showed off my my new ink on my chest, man. And I want to add to this piece. I want the whole body now, man. I'm gonna be one of those sick motherfuckers that's got all that stuff on. So
now, as he exposes this tattoo on his chest, this looks so good from an artistic standpoint. It's just unbelievable. It is so vibrant in its tones and shades. It's perfect. It's like a photograph on his chest. It does not even look like a tattoo.
Yeah.
And yet,
You know why?
You can-
I'm probably looking at the design with some interest, by the way.
what are you saying, Mike?
A true artist takes time, and no one is more patient than death.
Ooh.
Very good.
5 points of karma, Mike. I like that. That was dope and deep.
I look around. Where the hell did that fortune cookie come from? Damn.
From the Chinese guy, of course. Even though they never invented fortune cookies.
Yes.
So Pylon laying down the wisdom. And the guy you're talking to is like nods like, yeah, man, that's dope. I like that. That's some deep shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
I go, wow, I've never seen ink like that, brother.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's killer to get, but once you get it, it's worth it.
It's killer to get.
Damn.
Hey, Holmes, how much do you pay for that?
Oh man, I paid an arm and a leg, man.
Hilarious.
You pay with your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. You think it's like exclusive or like can anybody get one of these?
I'll tell you, you know, it's kind of a gang thing. You know, you got to be on the in crowd. But if I come to visit you, it's possible that I could send you to the artist. I don't know if you want to meet her, but
Very.
I love
patient
all the
craft
innuendo.
woman.
And it's funny as you say that to him, and he's staring at this tattoo on your chest. You see his eyes widen slightly, and he kind of leans up, and there's this look of fear on his face, but also a look of like he doesn't understand exactly what's just happened. Oh, okay.
believe me, bro, stay off the streets, don't do drugs, and follow goldgatekeepers.com. So where's that ink shop, bro?
Well, it's like I don't know about an ink shop, but like it's like, well, since you said you're in a gang and all that, man, like he kind of pulls up his sleeves and you see he's got some ink, but it's like prison ink, but it's good stuff. It's like some of the best guys down here. They're inside the joint, man, so they don't have a shop, but I know like one guy in particular. He hangs at the Squid Bar.
The Squid Bar. Respect.
Yeah, squid, ink, kind of a thing.
I heard about this. I heard about that place, man. Well, this is going to sound crazy, bro, but this guy back here, and I kind of lean in and I point back at Pai Long. This dude, he drinks some weird ass tea and says some crazy shit sometimes. And he told me about this guy he saw once that had all metal teeth, man. That is dope as fuck. I'd love to see that shit. You ever seen a guy like that before?
I mean, it's I've seen plenty of grills, but like never all metal teeth.
Well, you know what? If you see something like that, you think you could give me a call, because I want to get that guy on my podcast to interview him. If I give you my number, what do you think about that?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
There's a podcast now.
It's like it just keeps expanding. The marketing never stops, man. Like this dude is the Donald Trump of the barrio. Like,
With great power
business in
comes
every
great
area.
merchandising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to
It's
be
going to be the
representing
best
Spider-Man
podcast,
next.
wonderful podcast,
Yes.
the greatest podcast you ever saw.
But this is a tribute to the greatest podcast you ever saw.
Because I couldn't remember the original podcast.
Yes.
That's right.
Jabber, jabber, jaw, the greatest podcast you ever saw.
It sounds like we should go to the Squid Bar there, man. Thank you very much. And that lady back there, the one that's looking all classy and everything, she works at the museum and she's got the Benjamin. And she told me she's going to give you at least one, maybe two. So you hit her up,
Yeah.
okay?
Turns and looks at Grace rather expectantly.
Yeah, I cough it up. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Thanks for talking
Yeah.
and with us.
And when I see her cough it up, I put my hand out. How about a little something for the effort, huh?
Jesus.
he's shameless.
You,
He's totally shameless.
you wait on that.
Shit. Yeah, it was worth a try.
Boy's trying to get his hustle on so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we're keeping up appearances. I'm working for you.
Yeah.
I am working to help you experience a real San Francisco. We got to be into the cover, man. So you know,
I will make you a deal.
yes,
I will give you 3 gold pieces to not do that stuff.
gold. Damn, who are you? You some fantasy D&D playing mofo? Jesus.
I'm sorry, that's the only currency I brought with me.
Hey, I take gold, man. That's fine. I just don't
so
have
3
change.
gold pieces, and you don't do this publicity thing anymore.
And sure enough, Pai Long produces from somewhere hidden in his robes, and you never hear them clink. So
Publicity.
somehow he moves quite stealthily with gold coins on his person.
You mean none of it? No
But he-
website, no podcast, nothing?
Yes, none of it.
No deal, bro. Sorry.
But
Talk to the hand.
In his hand, he's holding 3 gold coins with dragons embossed into them.
Yeah, I did the math. The potential for growth is much bigger on our marketing. So
Man, you need to hang out with Debbie Andrews. Like, you two would make a team.
yeah. Anyway, I know
Yeah.
where the Squid Bar is. Let's
Rowena,
go.
don't tell him where she is.
Squid Bar, here we come. And I hold the flag up to start walking.
This is why I love RPGs, because you just never know where stuff's going to go.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys make your way through town, along the docks here. And you watch as you go from this sort of port of industry, warehouses, ships. You start getting into an area that looks a lot different than other parts of San Francisco. Starts to get very run down, dingy, dirty, broken windows, walls and buildings tagged with all sorts of graffiti. Some of it with
I remember this used to look like a nice part of town.
it goes anywhere from sly messaging. Lario, you know some of this stuff is in code because it's not your gang territory. You don't know what all the graffiti means, but you understand these things. And others are just flat out warnings that everybody can denote, like "do not cross this line" sort of thing.
All right. Listen up.
There
everyone.
are bullet holes in stop signs.
If anyone comes up to you and asks you where you're from, just ignore them. Don't say anything. So just take my word for it.
Now, it being the middle of the day, the
I ain't
streets
trying
are
to get $1.50, let me tell you.
the streets are not especially busy in an area like this. Again, it seems like people who purposefully live in an area like this are more prevalent at night, where their deeds may be covered under darkness. But you do roll up and see the Squid Bar in the distance, getting sort of a feel for it. Looking
Just
at
the
it.
term rolling up on things in gang territory is really dangerous.
Rolling with the homies.
Nice clueless reference there. So
Thank you. I'll give myself 5 points of karma.
Good.
Nice. Yep.
It is a. It's not an overly large bar, but observing the outside, you can see that it is a block building. The doors and windows have steel grating bars over them. It looks quite secure. If one was to need to hold up someplace secure, there are multiple entrances to it, but all of them look to be very strong and very secure. Currently, there are no vehicles parked outside, although that's not an indicator of whether or not somebody's inside.
Is there one entrance that looks like the main entrance, or
Yes, there is definitely a main entrance. If you go along the building, how close do you want to get to the building?
you know what? No guts, no glory. I hold that flag up and lead everybody right up to the main entrance.
Oh, well, in that case,
I have
initiative.
no idea what's going on or to know any better, so I guess I'm just dumb enough to follow it.
I'm rolling my eyes. I'm like, this is not what I will plan to do, but I think we're committed because Laura is way too loud.
let's move to another map then. Okay.
You're being awfully quiet over there, Jan.
I'm just watching out for everybody.
Somebody has to.
Right?
And I just put you guys in a random spot, but here is the main entrance.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you click on that somewhere? I didn't see it.
Yeah, I am. I'm clicking around the entrance. That's
Right.
weird.
Yeah.
So let's see. I can see three of you. Who's missing down there? Ilario?
We're
I can
missing,
I can
it's probably-
see the
it's
three of
Grace.
us.
It's
Grace.
great.
Race.
You
Right.
remember last time I kept having problems with my token?
Yeah, because I preemptively loaded all the maps for the adventure and all the tokens and everything, so I guess I gotta pull yours in once
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. That is a really nice car for this neighborhood, I hate to say.
Grace is out rolling with the homies.
Oh, not on the right layer. That's why. So let me
If
get
Cher
rid of
pops
this
up and
space.
goes,
Yeah.
as if I'm gonna die. So
Well, like some people have to style and profile. Like
yes.
the hood looks like a mess, but their ride is fly.
Mm-hmm.
In,
All right, let's
in,
see if you
in
can
my
see
experience,
this
really
place.
nice cars in areas like this typically mean you
Yeah,
got a
See if you can
new
move that
drug
token,
dealer
Steve.
Yeah,
that
moving, no
isn't
problem.
used
Okay.
to money.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
Showing
replace you
off
on each
when he
layer.
shouldn't
All right.
All right.
So let's see. Why can't Mike? Okay, there it is. He sees it that time. I saw it on his screen.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
Maybe I need a
Okay.
different color ring.
mm.
That's kind of dark.
No, I can see it.
Okay.
I can see it too. I'm
So
good.
that's the main entrance right there.
All right.
All right, everybody, follow along. We're now going to the Squid Bar. We're now going to the Squid Bar for our next stop on our tour.
Mm.
And I try and open the door.
All right. So outside, there is a random sort of flashy car,
Mm.
and there is also a box truck.
Mm.
All right, let's see. Which layer do I have to be on to get rid of these? All right, you go. You go to open the door. The door is locked.
Okay.
We need Cirrus.
I bang on the
he would have been
door.
inside before you even asked.
Yeah. Invisibly, I
door.
might add.
Yeah.
All right,
Thirst- We're thirsty
Yeah.
out here. Let us in.
as you go
Hey,
banging on the
customers, yo.
you go banging on the door, and this little kind of peep window slides over on this steel door. This dude looks at you. Who the fuck are you?
Our guide.
I'm with a lot of those excellent tours, man. We're here to see the Squid Bar. I got these folks with me. I'm a local, and we're here to get bring some business and have some drinks, man, and talk to the people. And I have to say that one of them, she got a lot of cash, bro. So let us in and be good.
Guy kind of looks
I'm just-
at you.
I'm just kind of wincing when he says that.
He looks over at everybody else. Got a lot of cash, you say, huh?
Yes, she sure does. And
You know, for a
I'll
guy
tell you
from
what.
the hood, you're not too bright.
I'll tell you this too. If you try to roll her, she will give you a shot like you've never believed, man. So that's all I'm gonna say.
He seems confused about how to take that.
You shouldn't be confused how to take it. I don't know how to take it. So
Let me go ahead and brag a little bit, and then toss a little warning out there on top of that.
yeah.
Just
It's like,
just random.
is it a warning, or is it like this chick's a freak and into like rough guys?
Never know.
Hang on a minute.
I'm kind of looking for a fight.
Yeah.
You guys can tell that. So
Guy
Yeah.
shuts the window.
You're gonna get one.
There's a couple of moments in there. Oh, don't move everything, damn it. It's not all supposed to be attached like that.
We're gonna be fighting everything in there, and probably in the truck too.
Well, I'm so glad that we had a guide to lead us into this.
Into this trap.
I think I probably could have managed going in here and getting into a fight.
but not with this kind of style. That's what I'm saying.
Ah, I see.
Well, it is an entertaining way to get into a fight.
All right, I guess I will have to remove the whole thing.
I will
It's
never
weird. I could have sworn I
grasp
had an
this
individual piece
American concept of having to entertain people with my life.
You hear several locks and bolts, maybe even a chain being undone. Dude opens up the door and he's just like sizing all of you up. You guys, you're the only one who, to his eyes, looks like anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to look as small and helpless as possible.
And he's just like smiling this big, evil, like, I cannot believe the dumbassery that's going on here kind of grin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, come on in.
I look at him and I give him the look like we're gonna be eating good later, if you know what I mean, brother. So
He nods back to you in approval.
Just,
You guys may
Yeah.
enter the bar. This guy is, of course, the doorman.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. Oh, I got to put this guy on the right layer. So let me go over here, grab these guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
I will follow him through. I will
Yeah. Yeah, let me find a place to go.
look at this.
This is
dude.
funny because depending on how you guys handled this, depends on like how all these people react.
Where did I go? Okay.
I'm kind of going in slowly,
Yeah.
keeping an eye on everything.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on like the truck and whatnot as we go in.
I walk in. Orale, vato, salud. Drinks on the house on the Indiana Jones looking mamacita who's coming in the door behind me.
Oh, are you freaking kidding me? Oh, God. Hey, coming in behind you. Right.
As we go in, I'm looking around. Or do they have like a grill area where there's an open flame?
Go. Oh, why am I putting that there? Grab it, huh?
Open flame, no.
Okay.
But you do have. Let me check something here.
All right.
Okay, no, that's part of that.
Trying
But
Okay.
there's like
to...
a
right there.
cigarette machines over here. There's a bar over here. Several tables, of course, you can see all those. This is a walled off area over here. So there's like a room.
Mm.
There's a door from the bar. Another door back here in the black spaces. So this is what you can currently see.
Yeah.
I'll
And
have
all
a
these guys are just looking at you with somewhere between malicious intent and bemused wonderment.
Mm.
The ladies are getting some extra attention on top of that.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
It's like some
I'll have a
whispers.
tequila.
Yeah.
Right. One tequila
I'm just-
coming up. This is the bartenders over here.
Yeah.
I look at Grace and I say, I'm staying with you.
I appreciate it. Keep an eye out.
Now, Jennifer, should you be wondering, given that this is a bar area over here,
Mhm.
you know there's definitely water available.
Okay.
There are sinks and faucets and all that sort of deal in the bar area.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing if they were actually grilling to see if they had flame, but no flame. That's okay.
Yeah.
So-
You'll provide all the fire on your own.
I turn back and look at my companions. So, this is the kind of San Francisco you don't get to see every day. These are the salt of the earth people. These are my people. So, welcome to my people and welcome to the Squid Bar. This place is excellent. And if you want to get ink, I look back at the bartender. You can get ink here too, right, man?
Kind of looks around and all the people like look back at the bartenders like, yeah, you can get ink here.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But,
talking about.
Most of the people who got ink here, they earned it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying, man. I earned all of this ink here. Yo, look at me. I am dope. And these motherfuckers, believe it or not, I have watched them do some shit that you could not believe. They earned their ink too.
Some of these guys are looking around. It's like they start to see your inks like, hey, norteños.
That's right. You got a problem
ain't-
with that? Where are you from?
This ain't your territory.
Oh
Hey, I don't roll with the Norteños anymore, man. I am a lone wolf. I roll on my own. But
Wait, how are you not roll with the norteños and you're still breathing, Holmes?
it's because the Norteños who came for me, they ain't breathing anymore, if you get what I'm saying.
Now some of these guys are starting to get different sorts of looks. They're not as bemused and thinking about what they're going to get out of this as much as they start kind of shifting their stances,
Mm-hmm.
hands close to like belt level, sliding
Hey.
behind the backs of some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get all testy, Holmes. I'm not here for you. If I was here for you, you would all be down. I'm offering you tequila and drinks, brother. So just have a tequila with me, chill out, unbench the panties, and everything will be okay. So
I think you need to explain yourself a little bit better than that. What are you here for?
Mm-hmm.
my patron sent me down here to see the Squid Bar. And I brought these good folks along with me because they want to see the real San Francisco. That's it. My lady said the Squid Bar was a dope ass place to go visit in San Francisco, and here I am.
A couple of guys snicker. One of them outright laughs like, yeah, dope ass place to visit.
Hey, I get serious.
You bring these socialites down here and whatever he is
Are
to
you
see the Squid Bar.
Are you disrespecting my old lady, Holmes?
Is one of these two your old lady?
No, my
Is it
old
the shorty
lady.
or is it the tall lady?
Oh,
No, those two over there, they're my friends. My old lady is a bad bitch. Believe me when I say it.
One guy chimes up like, I don't believe anything you're saying, Holmes. I don't know what your game is, but you done stepped into the wrong place.
I lean in and whisper in his ear, my old lady Santa Muerte, Holmes. And if you fuck with me, I'm going to send you to see her if you get what I'm saying.
Roll initiative.
Roll against your popularity.
Okay. Well, that's not very high.
No, it's not high. You're
Yeah.
vastly outnumbered.
I got a 36.
36 is
Yeah.
not enough to intimidate. Oh, which reminds me, I did forget to give you guys more popularity for all the good deeds you did. I'll have to adjust that for next time. I gave you all karma, but I forgot to award you popularity. Popularity does increase as you go.
Yeah. I still don't think that popularity
Not
would be
enough for this
to roll on
situation.
these guys. Yeah.
You know what? This was amusing for a minute. Like several of them, like it seems to be like an agreed upon sort of thing. Several of them start moving out their chairs and standing up. Make an intuition roll, everybody present.
Intuition.
Come on.
Yeah.
We need something with more than one digit.
57.
I got a
57.
51.
I got a 90.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
You are one
What?
intuitive son bitch.
I'm feeling more and more like
Alright.
I'm feeling more and more like the Hawkeye of this group every minute. So
90 on a remarkable intuition. That is quite good.
Pi is rather confused. He is a very private person and would not even try to display this in any fashion. But
Yeah.
his lord has told him that his destiny is intertwined with you people. So he's like,
Are you sure
Yeah.
Destiny's right about all this?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like watching everything. I'm fully expecting a fight out of this. There's no way this doesn't end that way.
Oh, as everybody's getting up, I'm definitely
Mhm.
preparing
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Jennifer,
My hand does not leave my side.
Yes.
you happen to see that as you're saying all this, this fellow back here, if you'll pan up on your map, Jen. There's a guy back here in the back.
Oh, okay, hold on. Pan up on the map.
Scroll. There you go.
Oh,
There
that
you go.
dude.
This
Okay.
fellow back here. He looks at you in a way that he wasn't looking at you before. There's a look of recognition and apprehension. And as he gets up, he's trying to be casual. He doesn't want to start anything just yet, but he takes a move.
Eyes watching.
Yeah. And what is he doing?
He keeps flicking his eyes over here and back to you.
Grace, I've teed you up perfectly. You need to go bolt the door and say manners make it the man and bring out your umbrella. So
I could see her being part of a Kingston-like organization now that you mention it. Would not shock me.
And can I tell what he's looking at on that wall?
It's impossible to tell from this angle. You can't see it, but he's looking very intently, like he wants to move in that direction, but he doesn't want to be the one to start things.
Is
Okay.
is this area not a room?
It is a room of some sort.
there's a door here.
Okay,
I mean, like you guys from this angle, you can't actually see this door.
Yeah.
right.
I'm too busy like keeping an eye on everybody and just being
Alright.
ready to shoot at a moment's notice.
Do I notice him going towards that door? Did Rowena say anything?
She hasn't said anything, but she got the really good She got the really good intuition roll. Pi and Grace are currently more focused on the antagonists.
Yep.
So since nobody's actually made a move, I'll just let out this piercing whistle, and I'll look at our shadow friend and like, what's the best scotch they got here?
There we go. I have tequila and she wants scotch. Come on, let's go.
And when he looks at me, I'll flick my eyes next to to that direction to see if he can catch anything that way.
All right, following the track of Rowan's eyes, you do notice that there is somebody who looks a bit apprehensive up there in the corner. He definitely looks like he is not spoiling for a fight, as opposed to many of the others.
I will step into the shadow of the bar and try and reappear next to the guy who's looking apprehensive.
All right, plenty of shadows in a bar. They're not extremely well lit. Make your power feat roll.
Come on, power feet.
So, like the level of the teleportation, or is there an endurance thing? I noted it on your sheet. I'm pretty sure.
A power feet roll. It doesn't say. I see what my roll is, but it doesn't say what.
I didn't put a description on your sheet about like the what you have to roll to successfully teleport. That's weird.
It just says I have to make a power feat roll. So.
Okay,
You want me to roll my endurance?
Yeah, let's see. All right, so it's going to be excellent intensity. Go ahead and roll.
Endurance? Or what? Or just roll D100?
Just roll the D100 and we'll see what happens.
All right. Oh!
Well, that didn't sound good.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, you succeed in teleporting. Oh wait, let me make sure that's crit fail. 18 is not good. Okay, that's good. You don't have something awful happen, which would have been funny for me. So place yourself where you want to teleport to. So, Ilario kind of shifts, and for a moment, it just feels like the area around him, the light bulbs seem to dim. The darkness seems to draw around him like a cloak, and he is gone.
The lights dim just for him.
Just for him. It's kind of like that scene in Desperado where the light.
Yeah, that's exactly what
him.
I was thinking. Yep.
Always in shadow, man. But fortunately, the bartender always lives, right?
Yeah.
But as he disappears into the darkness, and the rest of you are staying there, you hear several gasp, and some people actively draw weapons, like, what the? Not understanding exactly what has just happened. For Ilario, though, you have done this a few times, and it has not always been a pleasant experience for you. And you think about yourself stepping into shadow and somehow moving through that. But the experience of moving through this darkness instantaneously to another space in this world, it feels like nothing. There is no light, no warmth, no cold, no love, no hate. It's just this void. And then suddenly you have appeared back in the real world, and you feel once again your breathing, your heartbeat the weight of gravity upon you. The light, as dim as it is in here, is suddenly overwhelming after stepping through this non-existence into this space. And you are disoriented for this round.
Right.
So you appear next to that guy, and the guy gives an audible kind of shriek and takes a leaping step back. Ah! The hell's going on?
I hope he shits his pants for this round. That's what I hope. So.
These two guys
Everyone
whirl
got
on
their
you.
attention.
When people
And
drew
with this-
their weapons, I got into fighting stance.
Yeah,
With this obvious demonstration of superpowers, though, a couple of these people just say they just hustle right out the door. Like, none of that.
yeah.
Damn, that dude got fat too while he went out the
Yeah,
door.
I did.
No, damn, he did get fat.
Anybody who wants to run can
Jesus.
run, as far as I'm concerned.
Light beer, mother effer.
Just not Bud Light.
It's
It'll turn you into a TikToker.
El Gordo. Just let me know when I'm not disoriented anymore.
Well, for now, everybody else has got to do something here. So
Alright.
now all these gangbangers down here are looking like, whoa, this is not what we expected at all. They've got
Mhm.
weapons trained, and they just don't seem to know. Some of them have guns, some of them have knives, a couple of them have clubs.
I just let my hair start blowing.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't be
Hmm.
doing any of that
Yep.
mutant stuff
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
Not mutant.
I don't care
Hmm.
what you are. Like, what's
Yeah. I'm drawn at this point.
I just
Hey,
love
hey,
the
you-
idea that they were threatened by moving hair. I just love that.
Don't start none, there won't be none.
Like, oh shit, the hair's
you-
moving. We gotta go.
Is Grace saying that?
Yeah, I'm saying that.
All right, like
Look at
They-
Grace
they-
getting
they-
some of the street in her. I love it.
well, here's what's funny is like the guys looking at you, Grace, actually seem oddly relieved because guns they understand,
Mm-hmm.
not like people with air whipping around them or
Yeah.
other
Right.
guys who disappear into shadow.
I-
And we've got like Kung Fu
Hey.
back there. Like I don't know what the fuck
Okay.
he thinks he's doing. Like they weren't threatened by Pylong at all because like we're armed and we're like, but like
Yeah.
two of you guys are just spooky right now.
Yeah.
What Grace
I'm a
doesn't
little
know
bit more
is
threatened when they see
Yeah.
me dodge the bullets.
Yep.
when
What do
I
you-
set up a hidden POV cam on Grace and we recorded her saying, "Don't get none,
Oh,
don't
shit.
start none, you won't get none," and now that is on the front page of the website. So
Oh, thank God. Oh, God.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah, we're gonna have words. Laura.
ooh, I like that too. That goes on the second page of the website.
We're
All
just
right.
looking for some information.
So, since you said that, let's bring these guys into play. Put them on the wrong layer. No! Ah,
Yes, maybe.
keep clicking the wrong layer. I just put this guy on the. He's not on the map layer. He should be on the map layer. Which layer is he on? Oh, he's on this layer. Which means I can move him. This hulking bruiser comes out of this door, and he is followed by another individual. Oh, for goodness sakes. And Ilario, you can tell right away that this fellow who steps out of this back area over here
Mhm.
with this giant meat sack of a man, he appears to be large and in charge.
Is he wearing
And
that
you
bowler
would
hat?
you would know that the Yeah, it's just the token I chose because it looks cool. I use different tokens to denote different levels of thuggery.
Mhm.
Mm.
I'm sorry, man. This is above your thug level.
If I back to myself, I point at the guy who's going away. He's like, dude, I need to talk to you. Chill out. And hey, Watson down there, go back in your office and step correct next time, brother.
Guys like assessing things like, all right, I've been watching this shit show from the back office. And it's
Yeah.
with that, like this place does have like some cameras in it.
Hey, brother, if you don't want to admit what you were doing with Big Homie over there in the back office, that's fine. But don't try and bullshit a bullshitter, okay?
Big guy starts to take a big step forward, and he quickly puts a hand on his shoulders, like, hold up.
That's right. Hold up. I don't roll like that. None of these guys do too. I don't think Albino over there is going to be down with you. Stick with your sugar daddy over there.
I look at Grace and I say, this is the last time he leads a mission.
Oh,
I'm
you
beginning
gotta
to
be
agree
careful
with
who
you.
your front man is.
I heard that. You know you're having fun.
Fun is not what I'm here to have.
No, it's all about fun.
Guys in the bar, like, looking around, looking back to this clear leader while trying to, like, keep eyes on you at the same time, waiting to see what's going down. Why don't you tell us what's really going on here?
We're looking for some information.
Yeah. All I want to do is talk to this guy right here, and these two ran out the door. And when I say I point at the door, I have a tendril of shadow shoot out and close the door.
Several of the guys jump back at the sight of that. It's like the door suddenly slams, and they watch as like the shadow, like they didn't even catch the shadow initially. It's like it's retracting back towards you. This anaconda of inky blackness just waving around. Like, whoa, what the?
We don't want no trouble, man. All we want is a drink and some information. And you come out here with your Latin lover looking like you're all ready to take us all into some sort of gangbang. We're not down with that, brother. We just want information, bro. We're not in that part of San Francisco, so chill out.
Oh my god.
He's just pushing all the buttons. It's like this guy is so fighting between, like, I can't let these insults go, but like these guys have got superpowers at the same time.
Oh man. Ugh.
All right. Looks around the room. Does one of these. Everybody cautiously starts putting their weapons away.
All right. I will do the same once the last person is sheathed their weapon.
I will relax.
Good
Oh, no,
choice, man.
oh,
Good
my hair.
choice. I will send you Latex
Hang on a
Monthly's
second. What were you-
newsletter.
Oh, fuck you. What did you say, Jen?
I said, no, I will just sit there and, like I said, my hair won't be as vigorous, but there's still some.
Still eddies of air moving around you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Looks at that guy's like, I don't know what you've stepped into, Holmes, but looks like you've run with the wrong crowd. Why don't you come over here and have a drink with us? And a couple of these guys with a nod go and grab this dude, and he gets pulled over here to the bar. All these guys kind of relax and pull back away from the group. Boss man will come over. This guy will sit back.
The only thing I
Bodyguard
can
will
think
come over.
of is they have to be impressed with his machismo.
There's that. And there's also I guess you can figure by now, because nobody's done anything, these guys are all just mundane humans, no superpowers.
That was my guess.
Still.
Carl's, I almost called him Carlsruhe.
They are attracted to my Latino heat.
He's got a lot of machismo. I'm not lying. Like I like to role play a lot of these situations more than let dice decide, and Nim pretty much impressed me with all his shit talking.
Yeah. I thought we were going to be in for a big fight on this one.
I did go to high school in the barrio. That's all I'm gonna say. So.
Yeah. I was prepared for the big fight action. That's what all these guys are about.
Yep.
Because this could go down several ways depending on what both the module said and what I was thinking about how it's going to run. All right. Tequila and scotch. How about you? Just point at you, Pylon.
Do you happen to have tea?
Oh Jesus!
I'm afraid not.
You got tea, bartender? Give him the Long Island iced tea. He'll like it.
How
All right.
about just a glass of water then?
Does Pylon know what a Long Island iced tea is?
No?
Water we can do.
Okay.
Looking over at Jennifer's like, so how about you, Roja?
I already told him what I wanted. I told him I wanted a whiskey.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you did. We got the scotch.
Yeah.
I meant to address Grace.
Beer's fine.
Yeah, foreign, domestic.
Whatever you got on tap.
Fair enough. Come, sit. See what all this is
Okay.
about.
All right.
I will stroll up to the bar that he indicated.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go wherever.
Yep,
This guy's
I'll
gonna
sit
move
right
and give you
beside him.
some room.
Still
I know
trying
that.
I'm so tempted to tell him to use protection as he leaves, but I don't want to start the fight.
to. Yeah. I'm still
You
trying
were-
to keep
You
somewhere.
were pushing
with a
pretty
reasonable
hard,
difference.
man. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
without the demonstration of superpowers, there was definitely going to be a fight.
It's-
I think if I push it a little harder, there might be a fight anyway. So.
Yep.
I think we just made a bad reputation for ourselves, and
That's
people are going to be less likely to help us in the future.
You have to understand, with these folks, it's a good thing to have a bad reputation. So
So, Pylon, Grace, you guys going to
Fear
come over to
will
the bar?
only lead for
Yeah, I
some-
guess we'll do that. I'm just trying to find a good place. I guess I could go I guess right here maybe. Yeah.
my law actually says that I will tell him is like, these are my people, Holmes. You have to understand, with these people, it's a good thing if you're a bad man. That's my fortune cookie for you today.
Dude
And,
slaps down
I am happy to be a good man.
so like a glass of water and a beer in a mug are placed over here. Tequila.
Yeah.
He goes to put down pours a tequila shot,
Mhm.
starts to put it down,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
pours some whiskey for
Yeah.
Rowan over here.
Yeah, I figure
Scotch.
with my healing factor, I kind of
Scotch,
have like
yeah.
a little bit of the Wolverine effect. I don't even really get buzzed.
I look at the guy who is freaking out and go, and what are you going to have?
A beer? No, vodka. Something strong.
Vodka. I look at it more closely.
What's wrong with vodka?
I don't know,
Uh,
man. Where are you
And I
from?
just say I have a friend who loves vodka. It's
Well, I was born in East LA.
Yeah.
I couldn't resist.
Like, all right, you want vodka? That's fine. I thought you would have some tequila, but that's cool.
This bar, just so you know, it's not full of Latinos.
yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
So now that we've broken the ice, we had a little fun. I think that some of these people have some questions for you. I question you, but I really don't know what the hell we're looking for, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm going to let them question you.
I'll explain the man that I saw in the black ink and how that I'm trying to find that.
Hey, look now. You describing the teeth and everything?
Yep.
Hey, look, I was just kind of looking around. He's trying to think how to say something without saying something.
Mm-hmm.
Because he looked towards the door.
if he can, he's looking at any door that's in his line of sight. He wants out pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
After when I see him keep looking at the doors and he's not answering Rowena right away, I just have a shadow kind of curl up from the floor and wrap around his leg and tickle the inside of his thigh for a second before going back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
We're looking for a line on. We're looking for a line on some stolen goods, and we want to see if there's anything in the grapevine, as it were. And I kind of describe the pieces that we're talking about.
I don't know
No.
anything. Hey, look. You got to understand. There's like a code, and he's looking around, and the other guy's like, snitching, man.
Hey, I get it, man. I get the code. I live this life, and I understand. And you know what? I think that she understands that I pointed Grace, and I think that he understands that I pointed Pai Long. But you know what? She's got red hair and gets mad. She doesn't understand. And when I get mad, flames start coming up, and then my shadows get upset. And when my shadows get upset, they enter orifices, if you know what I mean.
Guy's eyes just bug. And as a matter of fact, a couple of other guys take a cautious step back.
I just downed the whiskey and set it down and just smiled gently at him. It's like, we're just asking you about your common man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess with the Roja, man. Come on.
All business, man.
It makes me nervous. So, you know what? You can claim duress. It's all right. You can talk when you claim duress. It's okay.
Anybody else notice Hilario gets kind of kinky when he gets nervous?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going in all kinds of orifices, ain't he?
And of all the places the shadow could have reached up, it was his inner thigh.
Yeah. And
I
I
think
look at
Hilario has some Japanese in his background because he's all in the hentai.
Yeah, and I look at all of the other guys at the bar who are probably listening without wanting to listen. I go, you can talk under duress, right? Right?
Yeah, you start saying that, and so these guys start nodding at each other. It's like, we out, and they start rolling out of the bar. Like clearly, there is something going on that they don't want to hear about. They don't want to know about because people have to be dealt with if they hear and know things. Boss man gives the nod. Bartender rolls out.
And I think about something. I go, there's this old movie I like, and I'm going to quote it to you. It's like, so, do you feel lucky, punk? Well, do you?
Yeah. And he called him a punk. And I hope this isn't his bar.
No, he's calling him a punk, and it's his bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, look. I seen you. And he points at Rowan. I seen you on the TV with the fire.
I just nod my head.
Hey, wait a second. You bringing trouble down on my place?
Do you see
No,
me?
man. She'd never seen me before. None of these people ever seen me before.
Yeah, but you were acting like a little bitch over in the corner. No offense.
Hey, look. I happen to be around. I saw y'all doing some freaky shit. I didn't want to partner no freaky shit. Definitely don't want to bring no superheroes down on us.
Hey, don't call her a superhero because then she gets mad and her bullets get angry, and that's really scary. So,
Yeah.
Like, superheroes, they ain't wearing them stupid costumes or nothing.
yeah,
Yeah, but you've seen they got powers, man.
we're just trying to find the dude with the teeth with the ink stain. He owes me money, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I don't know about that guy, and he turns over to Grace. But I do know about a job that's going down.
Enlighten me.
Warehouse out here on the docks. Had to go procure a truck for some people. People in costumes, you know,
Mhm.
all colorful and shit. They said it was going down to Warehouse 39. Said something was coming in that they wanted, and they needed a vehicle big enough to move the merch.
Yeah, because Warehouse 9 was too busy.
While he's talking, I reach over
It
the
wasn't
bar
Warehouse
and,
13.
Yeah.
and I reach over the bar and grab the bottle of tequila.
I should have
pour
said
myself-
Warehouse 9. That would have been cool.
and pour
Yeah.
myself another tequila, and then look at the boss man and actually pay with my own money. I look at him, I give him a wink. So I put the money on the other side of the bar. So.
It gives you a little nod at that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll.
Respect,
Yeah. I
finally.
was, I was like, yeah, for true. I give him some money and I say that this is for your trouble and for the information.
Would not I do have a question.
Yeah, Blanco?
Um, what can you tell us about a recent job, I guess is what you would call it, at the museum?
I don't know much about that. I just happened to be around that day. I was out in the park when all that went down.
Okay.
I was just there, like, getting a vehicle for some costume folks. I mean, that could have been part of the gig. You know, they, as far as I know, they still got the truck. Like, you know, they haven't come back to me to do anything. I haven't been told to get rid of anything yet, as far as like vehicle disposal.
What these costume folks look like?
Oh man, you see one, you see them all. They're dressed in all kinds of crazy colors. They have red, blue, yellow, green.
Was there a tiny little woman that was talking about cultural appropriation shit all the time?
No.
Asian. What about some big ass dude?
Oh, there was two big ass dudes, really big.
Anyone with metal teeth?
I didn't look that close, bro.
What the gang that originally tried to steal the armor, they were just called the White Dragon Gang, correct?
They were the Dragon Lords.
Yeah.
The Dragon Lords. Okay. What can you tell us about the Dragon Lords, or where we could find them?
Oh man, you want to hit up the Tongs? That's going to be down in Chinatown.
I heard there's big trouble down there.
So they're
Yeah.
Chinese.
There is definitely big trouble down there.
It's your mother. It's your sister. It's your mother and your sister.
Can you tell us anything about them? They have a reputation.
Well, they do have a reputation, but maybe not the best one. Yeah, they are not Dragon Lords. No, Dragon Lords are not Chinatown. Dragon Lords are Little Tokyo. Yeah, I hear they used to be hot shit back on the East Coast. You know, where it is, they got run out of New York. They decided to come down here.
What is that
Or they
movie
got-
with Dolph
Probably
Lundgren
ran
and-
into Daredevil a few times.
Dolph Lundgren and Jason Lee, Showdown in Little Tokyo? So it's Big Trouble in Little Tokyo.
Tokyo. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they made the mistake of like mixing it up with like Super Freaks. You know how that goes.
Yeah, I mixed it up with some Super Freaks a couple. Oh, I mean, that's a different thing. Never mind. So,
That's on the adults only webcam.
yeah.
How about something more specific? Have you heard of anyone interested in the White Dragon armor?
Oh, the White Dragon. That's supposed to be the leader of that gang, man.
No, the armor, the White Dragon armor.
I don't know anything about armor. I mean, like from what I heard, that dude wears a suit. Super bad guy leading a gang. I don't know what's up with that.
Mm. What do you know about the White Dragon's leader?
Not much. As far as I know, he ain't been seen publicly. Nobody dressed around in a White Dragon outfit since they fled New York.
I lean into Pylon. Hey man, put some bass in your voice. I'm recording all this for the website, and it's kind of boring right now. So.
I am not here to entertain you or your viewers.
He is not Maximus.
I know, but we're trying to raise your Q profile, man. Give you some Q points. You get some rep. It's all right. It's okay.
Okay.
I'll change it in post. I'll manipulate the audio.
Are we forgetting that I just tried to pay you to quit doing this?
I know, but I'm helping you out. Believe me, you'll appreciate it. It's cool. I got your back, brother.
You'll thank me later.
Yeah.
I
getting.
highly doubt it.
I'm starting to feel like the Deadpool of this group. That's what I'm starting to feel.
Yeah.
Kind of are, yeah.
I'm liking it. I'm liking the dynamic that's building around
Mm-hmm.
you guys as characters.
Hey, do you guys serve chimichangas here?
Sometimes, yeah.
I have heard, even in the Bailong Temple back in China, of chimichangas.
And I give him a thumbs up. That's going to be great for a promo for a chimichanga place. Good job.
Right. He taps his bodyguard. Is like, yeah, go tell Slag to make some chimichangas.
Oh,
The bodyguard's
thank you
like,
very
what the
much.
fuck? He's like, yeah, just do it. This is a weird shit. Just roll with it. Bodyguard just kind of shrugs and wanders off. And it's like, it's not too long. You start smelling the smell of food wafting from the kitchen.
I have to
I
say,
love a
man,
good wafting.
this place is lit. You guys should advertise more. By the way, we have ads for very reasonable prices on goldgatekeepers.com. So
Right. We've got all the attention that we need of the right kind.
I'm telling you, you could get rich.
I'll give them ideas.
Yeah, so like I said, something's going down. Warehouse 39. Some super
Alright.
freaks are involved.
Right.
And they needed a truck to haul off merch. That's all I know.
Yeah. Do you know
Well,
when
sounds
this is
like-
going to happen?
Could be going down anytime. They're supposed to contact me when they need the truck taken care of once they're all done with it if they don't do it themselves. So I'm not worried about it.
All right.
Sounds
I
like
think
we need to get
that's-
to Warehouse 39.
I think it should be. Yeah. We can take the chimichangas to go.
Assuming,
It's like
assuming
the
I look at
everybody
Grace.
can
with
be
plates
quiet
is like,
for 5 minutes.
I look at Grace like she just hurt my soul because saying chimichangas. So
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
is the guy starting to come out with plates like make it the go. These guys are just not used to dealing with this sort of right. Okay. He walks back and is looking for some something to put them in.
Yeah, I'm not.
So what were you saying before that, Mike? Looking for a quiet place or something?
I was saying that it would work if we can go to Warehouse 39 and sneak around assuming Ilario can be quiet for 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, well, I'm not going to bet on that, but
Yeah.
he's got some street smarts. Let's see how far they go.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do a stakeout. I don't say that, by the way.
Well, in this case, we're going to do a chimichanga out.
Yeah, chimichanga out.
Yeah, let Ilario eat the chimichangas, and
Hey, I'm
we'll
eating
we'll
a
watch
chimichanga.
we'll watch the warehouse.
Pai Long is full on eating a chimichanga.
All right.
The guy's like, I thought it was to go. I don't know. The boss. Like,
It
I don't
is.
know.
It. I'll eat it on the way.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
guys exiting?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, getting out of Dodge.
Let us move to the next scenario then.
Deadpool made chimichanga sound.
Yeah, I imagine we had to have
delicious,
gotten
and I
some
just
karma
had to
from
try one.
handling the situation without actually hurting anybody.
Although Shadows did kind of.
there
fill
will,
up a couple of them.
I'm actually pretty impressed with that. There will be a bonus karma awarded for actually not getting into a unnecessary fight.
Mm-hmm.
And also we should thank whatever gods of luck are in this universe that Ilario's mouth did not incite an entire war.
Well, obviously,
I knew what I was
it's
doing.
Gamora.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I mean, he said he called them some names that
Alright,
just
let me-
do not fly in the hood.
Yeah, all right. And
That's for sure.
all right.
Let me replace Grace with new Grace.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't see myself on the map.
There you go.
All right.
Now, coming up to the warehouse, as you will, there are numerous entrances, ways to go about this. There is a very large entrance. If you want to bring it out, Mike, zoom out. All right. If you guys are going to do some observing, you'll see there's a large main entrance right here. There are a number of areas marked with doors that you'll see on the map.
Just
There,
a
of course.
heads up for everyone. I have a hard stop at 3. I just got the
Yeah,
20-minute warning from Nicole for supper. So
that's fine.
That's all right.
I'll probably
We'll-
have to go before long too.
We'll see how things go. So there's a couple of different ways to enter.
Okay.
So you can decide how and where you want to approach the warehouse. If you want to wander around the warehouse, check out all the specific things. It's up to you.
I say we find a spot to take a bird's eye view of what's inside.
I look at Pai Long and smile and hold the flag up again.
Oh
No.
no!
No, right?
No.
Like, no.
Lower the flag right now.
All
Low
right.
profile, Ilario.
I put the flag away reluctantly. Don't make me break out the flag.
You can fly your fruit flag high somewhere else.
Oh, that's not the fruit flag.
Yeah.
All right. I seriously, I think we should find some place to hide where we can watch what is happening.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
All right. As you guys spend the
What's
day,
this right here?
ping it. That blue is water that doesn't match the greenish blue.
Oh, I guess I don't want to be in there.
Okay.
Yeah. As you see, we got a couple of boats out here. There's this vehicle over here. And as you guys watch
And
throughout the day,
There's obviously sewage being pumped into this area right here.
Our Crockett
Plenty of
tubs are
sewage
gonna roll.
inside the building too.
Crockett tubs are gonna roll up out there.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not sewage. Much worse than that. It's a superhero world, so it's going to be some mutagenic chemicals that are going to turn, the local
Oh my
populace into
God!
fish
Is
monsters.
this Joker poisoning the water supply again?
Don't worry, the Teen Titans are on this coastline, so
All
gonna-
right.
I'm gonna jump in there and get bit by a radioactive sea bass and become Bassman. So
just if you're going to offer anything to Umberly, try not to get your hand bit off.
yes,
Yeah.
look,
Alright,
it's the
so-
Ass Man. Damn right, I'm the Ass Man. So
I want to check the car here.
Yeah.
See if it is warm.
Now there are people coming and going in here right now. You're still in the daytime.
Okay.
Right.
So if you're going to go mucking about with somebody's car, that might be a thing.
I'm just talking about putting my hand on the hood.
All right. And as you approach the car, like some warehouse worker goes like, "Hey, Pasty, what are you doing?"
I laugh and I look at Pylon. It's like, now who's trying to start a fight?
Just admiring your vehicle.
Like cocks an eyebrow. There's nothing special about his car. It's serviceable.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. Whatever, pajamas. Why don't you just like looking at looking at the obvious, what appears to be an obvious gangbanger. Like, yeah, why don't you just go do something else somewhere else?
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry for
Hey.
disturbing.
He's like shaking his hand, and like you can kind of hear under his breath, like, weird.
Yeah.
Was the vehicle warm?
The vehicle is warm, but you feel that's probably just because it's sunny. It has warmed the hood.
I look
It's
at
not the
Pylon.
same sort of. It's not the same sort of heat you would have from like a running motor.
Mm.
Bro, you're taking hits to your rep, man. You're gonna let him call him pajamas? Call him like limp dick or something. Come on, say it, Pylon.
He's trying so hard to corrupt him.
I have no ego to bruise.
Very
Bro.
logical, Captain.
If you
That's-
don't
that's-
get an ego, your body's gonna get bruised. You gotta have a rep, brother. The reason we didn't get in a fight in the bar, that was all calculated, man. It was calculated. We have a rep now. People fear us. They know us. Don't let
I
him call you
knew-
pajamas.
I knew placing this on this coast where two of you guys live was going to be the right decision. You guys have some legit life experience. I love it.
Look at him. There's a lot to work with there. Look, he's got no ass. Look at you walking away from you. Tell him, dude, you look the same walking away as you came in, and you're flat. You got nothing in the front. You got nothing in the back, brother. Go work out or something. Take
His-
some.
His ass is rather flat. Laurie, you can probably figure he might be one of the guys who trucks merchandise around the state.
Yeah,
Ah, one of them flat ass truckers.
that's a good
Absolutely.
Pylon. Where'd you get that voice from? Oh, he didn't really say that.
Put the bass in his voice, like you wanted for the podcast.
Watch. I'll bet you Grace can do it. I point to Grace. Grace, coming on his ass. Now, go. Grace?
Yeah.
I imagine Grace is very
Nothing
pained
to
look
add.
on her face.
I'm just like,
I
what
look
am I
at
going to
Ro-
do with these two?
I look at Rowena, hopefully. Come on.
Actually, I want to actually wander over to the edge of the river.
Oh, okay.
I want to look at these plants, and it's so I can actually see around it. But I'm gonna like grab it and I'm gonna start pulling at it and testing it and like trying to see if I can weave it while I'm there. So if anybody looks at it, I'm generally looking for something to make artistic art stuff out of.
So you just like wander over here.
Yep.
Yeah, and sure enough, Rowan goes over there and she starts like searching through the grasses and the dockside plants, getting some ideas. And before long, she starts weaving something out of these strands that she finds.
Well,
Plenty of
seeing
water
as-
to manipulate.
Seeing as no one's gonna do it, I walk over to look at the grasses too. It's like, nobody wanted to insult some pasty face, flat ass, lame ass car owning warehouse worker anyway. I'm gonna go look at this shit. Chingao.
Mm. I'm just trying
All
to
right.
kind of get a sense of, everybody going in and out, and what are the ways in and out, and
Yeah, and that's what I'm using the cover for. Like I'm
All
making
right.
these things, but I'm like trying to surreptitiously.
yeah.
If you make an investigation surreptitiously
hmm
around the place, you guys are a bit out of place here as the dock workers are going on. But as long as you don't seem to be too shady, they mostly leave you alone. You
Okay.
do see the other entrances down towards the bottom. There's doors on all sides. Like I said, the main one's up top here. And as things are going on, if you
Mhm.
go around to the bottom of the map, you do see that there is a large box truck
Mm.
parked there.
I'm kind of walking around the building, so
Yeah. We're just kind of making her go rounds.
Yeah, like I said, I've got those things.
Although I
that
do
are-
stop and admire the boats.
whoa, that
About
was
a minute.
weird.
All right, somebody's not coming with us up here.
Yep, I
Is
got
that you,
stuck.
Jen?
Sorry. Yeah, start pulling me down. I'm frozen again.
I can grab you.
Okay.
I have DM privileges. I can grab all of you.
Ooh,
You're not in the
Ilaria might
weird-
like that.
And don't worry, man. It's not weird. It's not weird. It's not like Ilaria weird. I didn't go up your thigh or nothing.
hey man, sometimes you need to know how to touch someone personally to get them to spill the beans. That's all I'm saying.
If you touch them that personally, they might spill something else.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
occupational hazard.
All right, yeah, so,
Anywho. Oh my goodness. This never happened on The Big Bang Theory.
Mhm.
mm,
Which is surprising given the name of the show, but you know.
all right.
As you guys are kind of being chill, eventually the dock workers leave, start locking up.
Mhm.
A few of them notice you're still hanging around. Well, really only the one guy. Most of these guys are too busy to pay attention.
Yeah.
Sitting
And-
on the dock of the bay.
With that, a boat pulls up,
Mm.
and 4 people get out. And they make their way to the warehouse and enter up here. Oh, you're scrolled way in, yeah.
The map is when it's all the way out, it's too small to see anything. So if you need me to move up to a different spot, you got to tell me.
Okay.
You're up at the top.
Yeah. So this boat right here
Okay.
pulls up, and then move the map. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. This door enter. Here's 4 people get out of the boat and enter the warehouse through this door right here.
All right.
Okay.
That seems like a good place to stop.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think the minute we go in, that's when the party's going to start.
Indeed, things are probably going to get a little bit exciting.
Well, I may start talking, and you know I never provoke a fight. So,
Never. You are the soul
No.
of diplomacy, sir.
yeah, and discretion as well. So
Mhm.
Without a
I
doubt.
can't believe you got away with calling him a punk, dude. I just can't.
Well, the guy who was calling a punk was already scared shitless of y'all. The owner of the bar is like, if he had called him a punk, it might. But the gay stuff was already getting on his nerves quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just glad nobody called the bar the Blue Oyster.
Da, 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 da.
It is legitimately called the Squid in the module. I didn't change that name. I thought it was kind of cool. Like, Squid, you guys are hunting for like somebody with some ink anyway. All right,
Cool.
so with that, this is where we will end tonight's adventure. Sorry it was short, everybody, but things had to be done to make sure we could get an episode off tonight. I hope you will all come back for episode 4 as our heroes potentially get into more trouble or save the day. You got to come back
we
and
can
find out.
guarantee that we can guarantee Ilaria will be in more trouble.
I will say
guarantee
this.
there's going to be more trouble.
If you like the show, in the comments, click like and subscribe. And if you want me to actually make a goldencakekeepers.com website, I will do it. So let us know.
Also, Happy New Year's.
Yeah.
Happy New Year's.
Yes, Happy
Happy
New
New Year, everybody. Have a good
Yeah,
time
all
and
right.
be safe out there.
All right.